We're live.
Hey, holy
Live.
shit. We're live.
We are live.
Again.
We're back.
We are, in fact, alive.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Except Milo.
Most of us.
No.
Yeah.
On the outside. Never on the inside.
He tried to jump across the bridge again. He didn't make it this time.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, that's how we're telling you Milo's gone. No, he'll show up at some point, probably pretty soon. Welcome back. This is episode 4. I almost said 3 because I was just editing 3, but no, this is 4.
4.
And yeah, no more announcements. Still slogging through trying to get to affiliate on Twitch. So if you happen to be watching this and you want to go ahead and throw us a follow, that would be awesome. And blah, I'll skip all that. Social media, YouTube, you know where to find us. And if you don't, then just look around. We'll tell you. So, last time, where we left off, was you had all finally arrived at Camp Sinclair, discussed some logistics, and shared some information with Tegan. He said that he can't free up any extra personnel at the moment, but it is imperative that you go get eyes on Fort Thunderhead and check on the North Camp, which he fears has been attacked as well. During your travels, you found a perfectly good, friendly horse, named him, and then let him go instantly. Then you stumbled across a bizarre little cabin with a note stating that the owner is away for a bit, inviting you in for tea and displaying a list of strange materials that the owner is supposedly willing to pay for. You had some tea, poked around a bit, and decided to leave. Milo left a note on the door. And after some more travel montage, you found your way to the North Camp, which was entirely destroyed. Found 2 sickly-looking dead gnolls with a bizarre shape branded into their backs, one that none of you really recognized. And some basic supplies were found, but not much else of use seemed to be there. Travel montage part 2. You finally find Fort Thunderhead as we lose Quilly immediately.
Oh no!
She fell too.
Am I gone?
No,
I don't see you, but I hear you. So
You're gone
I don't
from
know.
Vorpal.
I'll just keep talking and troubleshoot and see what happens, I guess.
Okay.
You finally find Fort Thunderhead, which you see across the massive icy ravine with one old wooden bridge crossing it. There were no immediate signs of gnolls, though the heavy blizzard may have something to do with that. A large, low bell is heard toning twice from inside Fort Thunderhead. And then you all decide, well, the only thing to do now is get closer, cross this horrible, shitty bridge. Lila almost dies, Quilly almost dies. Yep. But you find yourselves eventually across. And that is where we will begin. So, let's get some music.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, I do see you.
You're casting your
Yes.
your
Sorry.
Yep,
Get ready. This
no
is
problem.
about to be a 1-for-1 reinterpretation of Resident Evil 4's intro.
Yes, it is. So there you all are, probably out of breath, standing with the harsh, whipping wind, the heavy snow blanketing everything occasionally, whiting out everything around you. And before you is Fort Thunderhead itself, which is made of these very large, smooth, gray cut stones that might have at one point been black. It's kind of hard to tell. Each individual brick is maybe 6 feet wide and 2.5, 3 feet high. Definitely either magic or larger creatures involved in the construction of this. The right side of it, looking head on as you are, on the right side is pretty largely destroyed. The better portion of it is just a jumbled mass of crumbled stones. Looks like actually some parts of the mountain have come down, and it's all just kind of frozen and snowed over there. The large front doors, of which the right side is frozen partially open, and also the door is a bit destroyed. They're about 150 feet right in front of you. The shape of it is kind of curved and goes around back till it meets up with the mountain, where it presumably proceeds further inward. And you imagine at one point there were 4 watchtowers. Now it's more like 2.5. There's on the far left side, kind of around the curve, one of them still stands almost completely unmolested. The 2 on either side of the front door are in okay condition. The right one's a bit worse. There's actually a big hole blasted in the side of it. And it, appears that some bits of the mountain have, over time, actually come tumbling down onto or through the roof of the fort. And the towers stand maybe about 95, 100 feet off the ground, or above the ground. And that is what you see as you stand with your backs maybe 15 or so feet away from the awful, frigid, jagged death that 2 of you just almost faced. And the scene is yours.
Is the front door open?
Yeah, the right side is, and they're big stone doors. They're probably like 15 feet high. And the right one is like halfway open, kind of frozen on a 45-degree angle.
And the destroyed part of the wall, is that scalable? Or does it look too icy to...
It's pretty icy.
Oh.
It's possible you would need to be either real good or real lucky, but it looks like you could maybe do it, but it would be a challenge, and especially in this weather.
All right.
Are we still hearing the noise?
The bell.
Yeah.
No, the bell only tolled 2 more times as you were getting across the bridge, and then it's been silenced for the next couple minutes since.
We can head in and recon, but remember, if we get seen, we need to leave immediately.
Yeah. We have to be ready to bolt across that bridge.
I'd say we get in, we find a vantage point, take a look what's happening inside the fort, and then we leave.
Maybe the most nimble of us should go.
It's probably me or Milo. But we shouldn't split up. We should at least stick together until we find the vantage point that we can see the entire fort.
You'll go high and we'll guard your exit.
Sounds good to me. Well, who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first.
All right, try not to fall this
Volkar's
time,
right
huh?
I'm right behind you.
Feels so much safer.
I'll go behind you guys.
Be behind Theron.
Perfect.
And I'll be behind them. Or beside Theron.
Okay, sorry, I was grabbing the minis.
All good. Whoa, you know, we could have Lila do some
Try to
scouting
go.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
You
pretty
wanna do
nimble too.
I mean, I could do it. I got no problem with it. It's really up to what y'all want to do.
You're
We'll just
pretty
probably
stealthy.
get towards the vantage
more
point, but-
comfortable walking into this situation by myself with no idea what's going on than I should be, but, you know, can't be that bad.
I mean,
We're
we
all
should
going in
definitely go in
blind.
pairs. I would then recommend that Lila go with Theron as a precautionary measure.
Sounds good to me. All right, lead on. Let's get in there.
Okay. So as... Oh, what were you saying?
I just said on we go into
Oh,
this
okay. I thought you said
absolute
as we
hellhole.
go. Moving forward as a group, you approach the doors at the front, and So it's still Kalis and Volkar up in the front for right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I would love perception checks from both of you at disadvantage because it is real blizzardy.
It's a 9.
Perception, you said, right?
Yep, disadvantage.
Did you guidance yourself?
Oh, can I put guidance on myself?
Sure, why not? You also all have your d6 for the evening. Forgot to say that again.
All right. So then I can then it's just normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm guidancing myself.
Well,
It's a
it's just
D4.
Yeah,
No, you
Oh,
just
it's
had
a
a d4.
D4.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 8,
Nice homebrew.
12.
12. Okay. Unfortunately, it seems that until you actually get inside, you're not able to really make out very much of what might be happening. So as you continue walking, getting right up to the doors, you see...
From my visions and stuff, do I have like a somewhat accurate layout of what this place should look like?
No, actually, what you saw, as you get closer to this, what you saw in your vision looked like a much bigger version of this. Like, this doesn't even seem like this used to be the front of this place. And that large portions of it are just gone, and the core of
They've
the building
slid off
is
the mountain.
maybe, or just have been destroyed and snowed and frozen over. Hard to tell. It's definitely the same building, but there's a lot different about it now.
Volkar is sad.
And as the two of you at the front get up to the doors and look inside the building, you can see that just a few feet in, there are doors on either side of this central hallway that it opens into. That these doors seem to lead probably to the watchtowers, just on either side of the door, the front door. And this wide hallway that you're looking in goes back maybe about 60 feet and then splits off left and right 90 degrees. And at that junction, there is what was probably at some point another impressive large stone door that opens up into kind of a courtyard that you can see. And you definitely notice as you kind of start stepping just a little bit inside, just getting the snow out of your eyes, that there is a bit of movement inside that courtyard. At this moment, can't really make out much about it, but there is definitely some movement going on there. Doesn't seem like 30 or 40 gnolls worth of movement, but there is something.
You said there were you said there were pathways to the tower, or leading up to the towers, right?
Yeah, there's doors, like, so you go in the central door, and then right inside on either side of the hallway are other doors that you suspect lead to the watchtowers, yeah.
Okay. Kind of gonna turn back and whisper to Theron and Delilah. It might be a good idea to maybe get vision of on the high ground. So maybe go up the towers and then
Yeah, tower first. Don't want to walk
and then
over
see what's ahead of us.
It would definitely give us
Give a vantage point.
Yeah. If only we had another fucking sending stone so we could actually use them.
Yeah. Does anyone have a message?
Not yet. I haven't been able to sleep and get different spells not yet.
Unfortunately, not.
Yes, I have message.
Your message?
Yes.
Okay, so you could check in with both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as they stay within 160 feet.
Boom. Boom. You hear the bell twice more. Definitely coming from inside of the courtyard. You can actually see as it starts, you can just see the lower portion of this big metal bell that seems to be suspended from the ceiling in there, just moving a little bit.
And it's only ringing twice at a time?
Yep, so far.
Okay.
The right side was the wall that crumbled, basically, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the left door up to the left side of the wall to that tower.
Okay.
We have to make this as quick as possible, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, give me a minute.
So approaching the door, it is it's not locked or anything. Pulling it open, you see just a kind of spiral staircase leading up the top. You can see that there's little slits in the side of the wall that would probably be used for, you know, shooting from safely. And yeah, there's really nothing in it, but that is what you see.
All right, Lila.
Yeah.
Let's head up.
All right. And she swiftly kind of ducks in and starts silently pushing up the stairs in front of you.
Yeah, and I'll go behind her.
Okay. As the two of them are doing that, what's everyone else's plan?
Keep an
Just
eye on
waiting.
the exit. Make sure nothing's coming towards us.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to listen if they make any noise up there. I can see if I should message him.
I'm gonna go maybe next to the doors, or next to the pathways going up to the towers. I'm gonna stand just next to them, and I'm gonna keep an eye out on the courtyard.
Okay.
I'm going with them because this is the only chance Volkar thinks he's going to be able to see the big guy clonking along.
Okay.
Trying his very best to be quiet.
I'm also gonna try to sneak. Whether it does anything, I don't know.
Sure.
However, I will
let's
try
find
to
out.
be sneaky.
He looks like Gimli.
And it's at a disadvantage,
bones.
but it's a decent roll for Kalis. It is a 14 minus 1, which is a
Guidance.
13.
Okay. Well, you're already walking away.
I can slap him on the back. Guidance.
It's cool. 13's okay. So, Farron, you and Lila make it up about 10 feet up the stairs, and then you just hear Volkar's heavy footfalls start coming up beside you. And Lila just kind of shakes her head a bit and keeps on. As you push up to the top, takes a little bit as this goes up, a few stories. Getting up to the top, you see it is pretty much completely barren. There's like a kind of smashed up wooden table and some chairs. There is what is definitely a super frozen corpse from a very long time ago. And looking out, you can see where the courtyard is. About half the ceiling, again, the right half of the ceiling looks like it's caved in. Go ahead, Theron, give me another perception check. See what you can make out from up here.
Is this one disadvantage as well?
Yes, it will be. Because it's still exposed to the elements.
A 6.
A 6.
Yeah. 14 and a 2.
You hate it.
That's
you
a
hate
rough, buddy.
it. I'm not going to bother having the others roll because Theron's the most perceptive, by far. Theron, as you're looking, you see this like slight purplish glow off to the right side, just maybe 5 or so feet above the ground if you can place it. Definitely at least 3 gnolls moving around a little bit, but you don't really make out too much.
Can't see much from up here. You see anything, Lila?
She kind of squints a bit. Fucking snow. No, I can't see shit.
You think we should go in, or you think we should just call it?
Came here for a reason.
I don't think we have enough.
Surprise right behind you. We came here for a reason.
Just out of nowhere.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Volkar.
mean, we did, and I feel like we haven't really found anything out. I don't really know if it's safe to go further in, but would we say, hey, we saw snow, we gave up? I think that's
Not much of an answer, I agree. All right.
That's not earning a paycheck.
From here, from this tower here, is there another vantage point more in the fort that I can see?
Not from
I
here.
feel like I could. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there's you really have no idea how much of this place goes into the mountain. You can definitely tell that it does proceed beyond there, but maybe the other watchtower further around the side might have a different vantage point, but not too much from what you're trying to look at.
Okay. Well, we can hit that other watchtower, see if we can find anything else from there.
Kalis,
No.
as you are standing a little bit further up, waiting, watching, you hear this soft kind of this kind of splat sound just faintly from within the courtyard. And then there's almost like someone popped a water balloon. There's just like little bits of just kind of pattering wetness for about a second or so afterward, just very faintly catches your ear. And as you look up, you see a greenish glow kind of visible from inside, just for maybe a second and a half before it kind of dims back out and the wind and snow picks up and another big heavy blanket just comes falling in through where the ceiling is and kind of obscuring your view.
I'm gonna turn around to the other three, and I'm gonna basically put a finger to my lips, like shh, and then I'm going to just maybe slightly push up a bit further, because as the snow came through, hopefully it obscures my vision, or their vision of me, whoever's there. I'm just gonna push up maybe 10 or 15 more feet.
Okay. As you do, you happen to catch a moment where the snow kind of dies down a little bit as you get to the end of where you're looking to go. And looking in, you can make out the courtyard is quite large. You can't tell exactly how big. On the far side of it, there's a portion of it that looks elevated. Not quite a second story. But there are, you can see some stairs that lead up to kind of a raised stone, not even a platform, just a portion where the floor is higher than the rest of it. And up there is where you saw this green glow, and as you look and wait, you see this faint green aura kind of coming from the ground. And as your eyes start to focus on that, you see a little bit of movement. Legs, feet, walking onto whatever glow you see coming from the ground. Dum, dum. And you just see the legs just explode, along with the rest of what you assume was a knoll. And the wind picks up, the snow picks up again, and you don't really make out very much else of what's happening in there. If you were to get another 10 or 15 feet further, you could probably have better line of sight on the portion that is probably not getting snowed on as much, but from where you are, you can't really make out too much on that side.
I am going to wait for feedback from Theron and Delilah, and I'm gonna actually turn around because I don't know where the fuck Volkar went, because I thought he was gonna be with me. But yeah, I'm just gonna.
It's a hell of a close friendship you guys have.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay put.
You
Actually,
always
no,
know
I would
where
know.
I am.
Yeah, I would always.
Yeah,
know.
you know.
always know where I am.
Yeah.
We're chaps.
But just in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're supposed to be with me. But no.
I'm
gonna
right
stay
here, best
put.
buddy.
I'm gonna stay put for now, and I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay put.
Upon hearing the bell, can I see what direction that came in?
It's definitely coming from the courtyard.
Okay, got it. Okay, all right.
Yeah. And so just to, so you walk into the front doors and you're actually inside the fortress itself. And then the courtyard, now half of it is open to the elements from above. And so at the watchtower, you're kind of above the courtyard, so you can see into that room, and then the rest you're just looking at the top of the fort itself. Just to clarify the visual there. And Lila kind of looks at you and goes, honestly, I don't know if we got time to check out that other watchtower.
Agreed. Let's regroup the others.
All right,
Head back
come on,
down.
big guy. And
Something's not right.
a little bit later, the three of them come back down. You see Kalis is pushed up the hallway a little bit, listening and watching intently, but
Can't see a thing from up there. It's too much snow.
Would it be worth it to check the other tower?
No, but I think we should go into the courtyard and see what's happening.
Just gung-ho, just smash through?
Not much choice. Can't see
I
anything.
mean, I could put a cloud down, a fog cloud down.
But then we can't see either.
well, whatever it is, we gotta go take a look.
Yeah.
We gotta go through the courtyard anyways.
And she crouches down, gets low, and just starts pushing forward. Those of you who wish to approach to look in the courtyard, if you're trying to stay stealthy, go ahead and roll some stealth for me.
Go.
Volkar puts the hood up of his Knoll skin jacket so that the Knoll head is on top of him like a mask.
Okay.
Like, oh, it's Dave. Fine.
Agent 47 over here.
If it works.
I mean, you can do it.
I respect it. I respect it.
I'm
but-
gonna use my new dice for that.
Yeah.
17 for stealth.
18 for
Oh,
me.
not awful.
Kalis puts on a cardboard box.
15 for stealth.
Okay. Kalis, what you
Got
get?
Agent 47
And then I
solid.
guidance
Nah.
myself.
Wait. Well, if we're going into the courtyard and it's obscured,
18.
18. Okay. Wow, this isn't good rolls.
does the weather aid us in any way?
No,
obscuring
Being
us?
because you are outside of the elements right now, but because half the ceiling of the courtyard is missing, inside the courtyard it's pretty bad. So where you are, not it might do something with them looking out, but you're not sure.
Okay. Is 6.
It's okay. You're a paladin. They're not known.
Well,
Okay.
I rolled
Everyone
actually
else-
really well the first time.
everyone else rolled between a 15 and a 25.
I was bound to get a shit roll.
And I assume
Still have
Milo
your
rolls
six-
pretty
your
well
D6
anyway.
If you really want to add that.
Nah, it's okay.
So as you all push closer to the door, Lila kind of gets to the right side and kind of tucks in against it and peers in. Theron and Volkar. The two of you are the most perceptive, except for Milo, who's not here. And as you get up to the door and look in, you can now see more of the left side, which is not being completely covered in snow. You see the stone floor extends at least 100 feet in front of you. It's like a long rectangular courtyard. And there are, at a glance, maybe 7 gnolls. And on the raised platform, or the raised section to the back, you can see this glowing green circle on the ground that is raised maybe 6 or so inches above the rest of the stone, and above that, in the air a few feet, almost looking like it's being held aloft by this arcane kind of crackling energy, is this maybe cantaloupe-sized orb that is the same green as the symbols on the ground. You also see maybe 60 or so feet in from where you are at the door. On either side, there are two more similar structures. One is purple and one is red, and they each have another orb. And as you're standing there looking at this, the bell suddenly tolls. And you see on the left where the red circle is, a gnoll has been standing in there and just begins to convulse violently for about a second and a half before just popping. And as it does, about half of the bits go where you would expect them to with the trajectory, and the other half kind of swirl around this orb for a second before vanishing inside of it as the orb kind of pulses. And in the center of all of this, you see a gnarled, scrawny, hunched back gnoll with a super twisted left leg that is holding a large, kind of gnarly wooden scepter, actually kind of leaning into it on the left side. Looks, points to another gnoll, motions with one finger toward the green circle, and that gnoll begins walking over. What are you all doing?
Is it the same gnoll we saw in that vision from A?
Yep.
And the stones are green, purple, and what color?
Red.
Red.
Yep. So
Does this seem like to be a summoning ritual, an unbinding ritual, just from what we're seeing?
Seems to be something interesting. So, just to show you all, the door that you're all standing at is about right here. I don't have a fancy door for it, but you're on this side. Looking in, this is the lower portion of the floor. Then you have the raised portion up here in the back. You have red, purple, and green. In the center here is the gnarled looking gnoll. You see this one here, represented by our trusty werewolf mini, is what seems to be the the very large one you've been hearing about. You now see is standing there, kind of black and gray, almost striped coloration, large skull of something else just placed atop the head, holding this massive axe. And this is easily more than twice the size of other gnolls that you have seen. Massive. The rest of them don't look too particularly different.
Like
but
unnaturally large?
Yeah, one could probably take a guess that that is the case. And I see, real quick, that we have
I see a Milo.
I see a Milo.
This is
He just snuck in like a sneaky little rogue.
So, I don't know. I guess I'll just continue until Mikey actually shows up in chat, starts talking and whatnot, but there we are. Let me resave that. And
I'll be right back.
so. When you last said that there was 7 gnolls, roughly.
Yep.
Did that number now decrease with the basically the ritual killing of that or like sacrifice of the gnoll that just kicked the bucket?
No, actually.
No.
You can see that there are actually a couple of them kind of up here tucked in a portion of what looks like the ceiling and wall that kind of collapsed. And as you see the one with the scepter points forward and motions, you see one of them steps out from behind that wall up there and makes its way over. Apparently I didn't bring my extra knoll out, but it's fine. He's about to die anyway, and begins stepping onto the circle there.
We know that like 30 of them were coming here. Do we see, like, because you said that not all of the viscera was can we kind of extrapolate how many have already been popped from the amount of like viscera that we can see?
Hard to tell exactly, but a pretty good amount. Each of the
Is there any
circles has
cover?
this kind of smattering of gore around. What was that, Theron?
Oh, is there any cover between us and the circles?
Just these broken up sections of wall. The closest thing would be over here on this side. And aside from that, not really too much going on.
And is there anything on the floor? Like any debris or like any piles of like weapons or stuff? I'm just curious.
No.
No. Okay.
And as you're standing there looking, the knoll that I stepped onto the green circle, just same thing. You see it kind of glows. You hear some kind of vocalization coming from the knoll, the scepter, and then spasm and just
Okay.
paste.
We need to make a decision now. Either we stop this ritual, or we go back and then we tell
We have
Tegan
to
of what's happening. But I think
We
we
have
have to stop this right now.
Exactly. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. I agree.
Okay, well, we have to. Can't think here. I say we hit the spellcaster and try to get out.
I can hold person him, try and keep him.
Well, listen, so this goes south. We need to leave. You understand?
Yeah.
Quilly, I need you to right now. We need you to tell Mirko what's
Mirko?
happening. Yeah, right now.
Yeah. I'll write to him everything we just found.
Okay. As you begin to, one steps onto the right circle. Just a couple seconds of glowing red energy from that one. And explodes.
And the big black knoll, that's the one in between the two, the red and the purple circle, right? Okay, just curious.
Yep, that is
We're-
that one right there.
And we're right behind that entire group, right?
You are, like, just off map here. That door is, like, right in the center here. That you're looking in.
I'm gonna turn to Lila and Quilly, and I say we need to you two. I think should come with me, and we're gonna take on that big fucker, and then
Exactly.
we're gonna distract him.
I'll go for his support.
Yeah,
I'll run to the spellcaster, try to paralyze him, stop him from
Okay.
moving.
perfect. Okay, well, if we're gonna do this, we have to do this now. Okay. And then I'm going to, before we get in, I'm gonna do channel divinity. And I'm going to hold my longsword onto my chest, and then I'm going to cast Sacred Weapon. And it is just going to emit a bright, radiant light for 20 feet, and a kind of dimmer one out past that for another 20 feet.
And then
And after
Okay.
that, I'm going to go in.
and I'm gonna knock an arrow,
before-
and as soon as Quilly's message is sent, I'm gonna shoot the far left knoll.
Before
Okay.
you shoot anything, bless for Theron. Bless for Quilly.
So, real
bless
quick,
for
real quick.
Bless for Milo.
So, bless on Quilly, Theron, and Milo. Go ahead and write that down. Quilly, what all are you writing? Because you started writing and it hasn't been very long since then before Kalis lights up his sword
Okay.
and starts moving in. So, tell me what you're writing and we will see how far along you are as he starts moving.
Oh god,
Because-
oh god.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep it short and sweet. We found the source, the main magic man. I don't know how to do this. I'm panicking right now.
That's realistic. Quilly might be panicking right now.
Yeah. There's how many of them were again?
7.
7-ish,
Okay.
maybe
The
10
seven,
with them
And
coming out.
7 of them, a massive one, and a spellcaster.
All right, and right
That's-
then, Kalis, sword glows up. You take one step in, and immediately the big one here and the two other ones on this side catch the glow coming in, just kind of at the out of the peripheral. You see the big one turns and just kind of, and they turn, and
It's on you, big furry motherfucker.
we are rolling initiative.
Can I
So-
can I shoot the shot or?
You can go ahead and shoot. Yep, you can do that. I will give you that one. And before I get numbers from everyone, hey, Mikey, welcome.
Hey, just in time.
Just in time.
Super intense.
Just in
call.
time, you know.
So
Gotta
here's
get back in time.
here's everything that's happened, okay? You spawned, you walked into the fort, you looked around a little bit, realized there was maybe some kind of weird ritual going on, and decided that stopping it is the thing to do. This is the room you're looking at. These, the red, purple, and green thing here seem to be related to the ritual and are exploding gnolls, and there's orbs floating above each of them that seem to be taking in some of the gore as it happens.
Are the orbs physical, like glass almost, or are they like just arcane
we will
energy?
find out. They look physical at a glance, but you're not sure. Mikey, here in the center, you can kind of slightly see.
Yep.
That guy, the second camera's a bit better. That is the one with the scepter, who is in the middle and seems to be kind of controlling everything. It is the one that was shown to you on the scroll from A. This big one here, represented by our trusty werewolf mini, is the giant 12-foot tall big-ass gnoll wearing the skull that you keep hearing about and also saw. And the rest of them are kind of placed around. There is also one up here that's really hard to see, by the way. Just for everyone, there is a gnoll there. And yeah, I promise my lights are going to be here tomorrow, so we should have better lighting next time. But for now, this is all I have. And
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Does
Stan.
a 13 hit that null?
a 13, the big one?
No, I was aiming for the far left.
Oh, the far left one, up here.
Right here.
Oh, that one,
That
that one. Nope. Hits,
On
and
hit.
as it turns, you can see actually has a pretty big shield on its arm and just kind of
add the
knocks
thing
it
for your
away.
blast?
Oh, you do
I
have
did.
bless.
I did.
He did.
You
Okay.
did
I rolled a 3. So we're
Okay.
just getting the bad rolls out of the way.
Okay, no, that's fair.
So,
fair.
speaking of rolls, is anyone's initiative roll above a 20?
No.
Holy shit,
no.
Lila's is.
Quick.
Hang on. What's her
Wait,
bonus?
you can't
question.
add bless to an initiative roll, can you?
No?
No.
Okay, I just curious.
Can you add the inspiration to initiative?
Any d20 roll from the evening.
Okay.
So Lila has a 28, by the way, because she rolled crazy.
Monks.
Jeez.
We don't run shit.
15 to 20.
17.
19.
18.
Ooh,
I don't know why I roll so good on initiative. I'm not. That's shenanigans. I just roll well on initiative.
You
Okay,
shenanible.
so sorry, what were those? There was a lot of very similar numbers right there. Did someone have a 19?
19.
19.
18.
Okay.
Also in 18, but Volkar has a higher
Wow.
initiative.
Crazy.
This is a good. I rolled 19.
Yeah, this is crazy.
But
And then
Minus one.
Theron. Theron had a 17.
Yep.
Okay.
Rolled a 16 plus 2.
18 Theron. Okay. I guess 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
7.
7. Milo, what'd you get?
I got excited, you know, the dice was loading and it like stopped at the 19 and then it rolled to the 1. So I got
Well, good.
I was like, oh
Good.
yeah, you know, everyone's talking about their good initiative, you know, that roll's looking good. To the 1.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
Yeah.
God
Okay.
just went.
We're gonna die.
So, real quick, let me put Lila roughly where she is with the door. I guess I'll mark the door with guitar picks because that's what I have.
We need mutilated Kalis.
not this time, baby.
Don't worry, best friend.
Don't worry, bestie.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through in initiative order, and so Lila, who we can just barely see at the edge, I don't want to fuck with the camera right now, so we'll try to make do with this. Just kidding, I have 2 cameras tonight. Lila is on the right side of the door. Derek, which side are you on? Right or left?
Left.
Left.
This is left, right?
Okay. Yep, that's
Green.
left.
Okay.
Volcar, Kalis. Which side?
Right.
I feel like I'm kind of center.
I guess you.
Like,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
are
know.
kind of walking in right now. So I guess.
Yeah, I'm kind of in.
And so this is like
already.
Yeah,
two
yeah.
giant doors, right?
Yep.
That's
Yep,
my
and
understanding of this.
Yep, they're two big stone doors that are actually open. And
Oh,
well,
they're
somewhere
open,
between
okay.
open and destroyed. So
Okay, got it.
yeah.
I can just-
And
Lila doing a flying kick because that's awesome.
yeah, essentially. Also, Mikey, just for you, 'cause you missed it. The right half of this room, so kind of the top half of this overhead map, the ceiling there is almost entirely destroyed, and so the heavy blizzard is still coming in on that side. But there is ceiling over this left portion. So just so you have
What
that.
does the ceiling look like?
Got it.
Is it like
It's stone,
Yeah, how
and there's
high
a
is
giant
kind of
bell.
the ceiling?
And the ceiling is quite high, at least like 40
no?
feet.
I mean, like, is it rickety high? Like, is it like a good shove might collapse it all on top of us?
Probably not, but you don't know. Theron, which side?
Right side.
Right side.
Actually, you know what? No, I think it makes more sense to be on the left since I went from the left tower to the left door. So
Yes.
left side.
Make it symmetrical.
Got that.
No.
As I immediately forearm, I barely, my elbow, it caught like just an eighth of an inch too low and just hit the cord, which just threw my whole phone stand off. So that was great. There we go. Hey, it still works. Cool. Jesus Christ. And then Quilly and Milo, which side?
I'll be between Kalis and Derek, like right there.
I want to be right behind Volcar.
Got it. I'm sure I'll hit that camera at least 3 more times today, so there we go. Okay. Up first, Lila. First, let me turn them around.
I don't think anybody in this party had like even a chance of beating her initiative.
No.
No,
It's
she
ridiculous.
she rolled
monkey
crazy
shit.
high as well, but yeah, she's quick, one could say. She is, let's see. She can move all the way up to him. And she just goes sprinting on past Kalis, and just yells at the top of her lungs and just lets out a giant flying knee to this thing's face.
Jesus.
Oh, best friend, that's my best friend.
And as it turns, it just takes a large clawed hand. He just swats her leg out of the air. As she starts falling, she spins, kicks out the other leg, and goes to kick low. Yeah, and most certainly hits that one.
Nice.
And a wha-bam! And a wha-douche!
I would have been very concerned if she missed both times.
Yeah, no, the first was a pretty bad low. Pretty bad roll. And she is gonna flurry of blows. Why not? Wow, that's shitty. One of those is a natural one.
Oh.
The other one just barely hits, actually.
All right, we're all gonna die.
So
Love
she
that.
runs in, goes flying, kind of gets pushed out of the way, switches, kicks low, and then as she comes back up, just unleashes, just Jet Li style, and this thing seems maybe amused by this. And that is going to be her turn. And guess who's up next? He is.
Oh no.
No.
Yep.
Why do you have to roll so fucking well?
Yep. That's fine. Half of them didn't roll very well. Yeah. He's just gonna keep it simple for now.
Keeping it cash, as one does.
Yeah, you know.
Keeping it cash, just.
Keeping the cash, just gonna one-shot our monk.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Definitely didn't just roll a natural 20, a 19, and a 17 to hit.
Who? Lila who?
Lila, it was nice knowing you.
Code Red, it's Code Red. First one for 7. Okay, there's a 20.
I'm glad I'm not
the 20
only
with
one
the axe
saving.
is... Okay, that was a shit roll on the crit.
Dead.
That was a very bad roll on the crit, though.
This reassuring.
Okay, he rolled almost absolute minimum damage on all of those, so that was not that bad. That was not that bad, actually.
It could have been worse.
Could have been so much worse.
So much worse.
Still hurt. Still definitely hurt, but you can see that she's just really, really quick and manages to not quite get caught as bad. So she lands, finishes, it just bites down toward her. As she steps back, it grabs the axe and just swipes up. And had she been a little bit slower, that would have been real bad. And... then just lets out this giant bellowing roar, and you see as it does, all of the other gnolls in the room turn and just kind of starts kind of like meathead hyping themselves up at the gym, just kind of just screaming and snarling and pounding their chest and what have you. They would get kicked out of Planet Fitness for sure, but
Bro, you ready? You do this, bro?
Yeah, the bells are actually.
bro.
Yeah,
So-
the bells are actually the lunk alarm going off.
oh, of course, yeah. Then you see the knoll on the right side by the purple. These tendrils just kind of off the orb, wrap around it, pull it back, and as it hits the ground, just begins to spasm briefly and then just explodes.
Damn.
Derek, your turn. Full car on deck.
Good. Oh, why do they always... Okay. So many options, but I said I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. Okay, Twin Spell, Guiding Bolt, or this guy and this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll first for the closer one, second for the farther one.
That is... I should know my modifiers by now.
It's fine, it's late. We don't judge you.
Yeah.
I don't know my shit at all.
Always judge.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Cool. Okay, now it's this dude, right? Next.
Yep.
Oh. 18 to hit.
Also hits. Roll your damage.
Hooray! My things got redeemed.
The twin bell hit.
I
It's a
know.
good day.
Hey, and he hasn't even done any friendly fire yet.
Yeah. Not yet. Don't
Not
jinx
yet,
this
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, give it around, give it
I
around.
was
Sorry.
tempted. I was tempted. It could be better. Okay, this is the first guy. That is
Okay.
14 radiant damage.
Okay.
And the next attack on him has advantage.
Okay.
Any attack?
Yeah.
And on
Hey.
the other guy, it's... $13 damage, radiant damage.
Okay. As you,
Oh wait,
you
no,
step in.
no. Sorry.
No.
15. Sorry.
How much?
15.
15. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You would have to
Yeah.
move a few feet at least to get in the doorway there. Because again,
That's
the rest
fine.
of this is all wall on both sides.
Yeah.
Sorry for my not perfect map.
It's okay.
I was frantically running around painting stuff to get ready for tonight, and I was like, ah, fuck, I'm not ready yet. But it is what it is. Derek comes stepping around, and the two of them off. The
That's
first
a
one
sick
hits.
sound.
I love it. It's so good.
That's sick.
The first one hits pretty hard, almost actually causing it to stumble back into the orb. And as it hits, you see some of the blood that goes spraying off just kind of wraps around the orb midair and just disappears within it. And the one with the scepter, as you hit, turns, kind of starts snarling, just gets blasted. You see just this radiant light glowing off of both of them, and begins screaming some stuff in a language none of you understand.
Okay. And how far am I from this guy?
You are 90 feet.
Okay, I don't want to get that close.
Yep, there's a big courtyard.
Yeah. Okay, I guess. Ooh, don't want to burn it now.
What you doing?
Well, fuck this guy. Quicken spell, Toll the Dead.
Okay. Is he gonna save against that, or is
13
that just...
It's a save.
Okay.
13 wisdom.
Well, it's a natural 1, so...
Hey!
Nice.
I gotta find my D8. No, D12. Because he got.
D12. Told the dead is the
Chunky.
nasty one.
Because he took damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let Lila hit him with the
Yeah,
second hit.
yeah, he took damage.
What does that do? Told the dead.
Ooh.
Just a bunch of damage.
10 necrotic.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay, and. The rest of the
You've only
movement,
used-
I'm gonna.
I was gonna say, you've only moved 5 feet so far, so...
Yeah. I'll try to. This is the obscured area, right?
Yes, that whole half is still fairly obscured. But also
Okay,
snowy and icy.
Okay, oh, better than being out of the open. I'll move right over here.
Okay. Volkar, you are up. Kalis, you're on deck.
How much is the distance to here?
To get from where you are to, like, right there is, like, 45-ish.
I'm gonna use my 30 feet, go like up here, and all three. How close are all three of these guys together?
So 30 foot would put you there. These three in the triangle here?
Yeah.
It is just about 20 feet from the big one to this guy over here.
So if I put like an orb like right here, it would, and it's in a 10-foot radius, it would hit all of them.
Yes, it would.
Okay. I am gonna cast a level 2 spell, Shatter. They have
Nice.
to make a DC 13 sorry, not concentration. A Yeah, DC con saving throw. 13.
They all succeed.
They all succeed?
They all rolled real nice on that. That was...
Alright, so they all take half of 3d8s. I think that's it. Shatter. Okay, Constitution saving throw, or half down the creature. So that is 6, 11, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in half. So 8 or 7?
7.
7.
7.
7?
I think it was 7.
You sure? Yeah.
Maybe.
it's
It was
7.
8.
Might.
It always rounds down.
Yeah, it does round down.
Yeah, I'm just being a dick. Okay. Yeah. You shatter. Anything else?
If I wish I would have. All right, so let me see.
I'll be nice on this round because it's our first round of combat in a couple weeks. But after that, if you're not quick enough, then you freeze under the pressure and your turn is lost.
I was gonna say
So.
I can't cast another spell and cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action, can I?
No.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Then that's gonna be it for me.
All right. Kalis.
Alright,
And
I
then
know
sort
exactly
of
what
on
I'm
deck
gonna
is
do.
Theron.
I am
Alright.
going to walk up to this guy right here, to the werewolf, and while I'm walking up, I'm going to say
30
to
foot does
him-
not put you in melee range quite yet.
it's okay.
Okay.
As I walk up to him, I say, I swear by the wrath and righteousness of Bahamut, and then I'm gonna erupt out my my sword in flame and cast as a bonus action, Searing Smite. It's gonna erupt in flame,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, "You will know pain and misery before I am done with you." And I proceed to end my turn because I can't hit him.
Good hold on action.
So good, so good, so good.
I mean,
Um,
if he comes into range, I will try to hit him.
Okay. Got that.
I'll hold reaction. Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Scepter Knoll is going to go ahead and take a legendary action.
Oh shit.
And he is going to also use Toll the Dead.
Oh
and
no.
he is going to do so on... Let's see... He's going to do it on Mr. Shiny.
Oh, beautiful.
You are just in range. So I
What's the
would
save?
love a wisdom save.
That is a 7.
Guidance.
I mean,
No, that's a D4 that you. That's just a D4 that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think even with a +4, I don't think it would hit.
You can add your
it would
D6
hit.
if you want.
True, I can't add my. I'm not gonna add my D6 actually.
I mean, it's just Toll the Dead, so. That is.
Depends how many d8s.
You take 10 necrotic damage.
You are resistant
Wait,
to necrotic
I
damage.
am resistant.
You are resistant to necrotic. You take 5.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Bless
That's
being a half angel.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yep.
I
And
totally
then-
forgot that I had that resistance. What a great thing.
Let's
By the way, thank you for pointing that out, because I definitely would not have taken that into account.
sometimes it pays off to be a half angel, you know?
It's tough to be a god.
It's tough
It's tough to be shiny.
alive.
To be honest. Definitely, you know, have a lot more, a lot easier of a path through life if I was just sneaky, you know?
Oh, he's counting.
Of course I am. It's my job.
Oh,
I would
wait,
love.
shit, I'm gonna be honest. I have to roll concentration.
Oh,
Pursuing
yeah.
Smite.
Yeah, you do.
Is it plus Constitution?
Yes, it's a con save.
Okay, so it's 11.
Okay.
Oh,
Just enough.
It's
just
9
enough.
plus 2.
I would love for Kalis, Volkar, and also Lila. I need dexterity saving throws.
Okay, that's good. Actually, that's kind of good. It's 14.
That's a dirty 20.
15 minus 1. This -1 is gonna be the death of me. I swear to God.
What was your 20? What's your total?
14.
14, just enough. So all three of you make it as it turns, kind of lifting the scepter up, kind of convulses a little bit, holds one hand up into the air, and almost as if some of the energy from the orbs starts to come over toward it. It just slams the scepter down into the ground, and the earth beneath the three of you, and kind of pushing out, not quite making it back to the door, just begins to violently shake. And as the three of you manage to avoid completely eating shit, only taking 9 bludgeoning damage.
Let me see. Thunder's reverse. Oh, no,
And-
it's within 5 feet. Never mind.
Conveniently, part of the ceiling does not begin to collapse.
Oh, it's good.
You said
Yes.
9?
Yep, 9 bludgeoning to all three of you. Oops. And yeah, he's mostly staying concentrated on what he's doing, so that's what he's doing for right now. And he is, yeah, he's gonna stay put. Theron, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move inside. I'm gonna be about right there, just right outside the door to the left. And then I'm gonna put a hunter's mark on that one,
Okay,
and I'm gonna take a shot at him.
cool.
So,
With advantage, because guiding bolt.
Oh, sick.
By the way,
You're also blessed.
drinking potions is an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action for yourself, action to give to someone else.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. There's a 14 hit.
Nope.
Fuck.
Nice, nice,
Did you
I rolled a. Yes, I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Still a plus. You have a 1d6.
You still have
Yeah.
that D6 if you want.
I have well, I already called the. I already rolled the, and called the. So it's whatever.
Fuck.
That's all. And then how much movement did that take me to get there?
Only like 10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move the rest of my 25 feet to the right to get away from the two gnolls.
Right next to Derek.
Yep.
Dangerous
Hey,
place.
Baron, what's up?
Actually, maybe not like right in front of him. To his left will be fine. So.
You don't want to get absolutely
just
smacked
like right
over
there?
the head with a guiding bolt.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I don't want to
Okay.
block his vision. And that's
Sure,
that's it.
sure,
for me.
that's what it
wow,
is,
2 and a
yeah.
3. Well, that's 2 dice.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Okay. So the two chilling out up here with the bows are going to go ahead and just start shooting people. 'Cause that's what they do.
Yep.
We're shooting.
First one is going to take 2 shots against Theron.
Miss me and hit Derek.
First one definitely misses. The second is only a... oh, no. Misread that. 17.
Yeah, it hits.
6 points of piercing damage. And the other one is going to go ahead and shoot at Derek, actually.
No, don't.
26 and a 22.
Oh yeah, those both. Hit.
Jeez.
It rolled... I'm rolling pretty insane right now.
We're gonna
Yeah.
die.
No,
But I've
you
been
can't
rolling
say
pretty
that.
bad on the
You
damage.
guys got
So
everyone has a
First
another character, right?
is 5 piercing on the first, and then
How?
7 on the second. It's a 12 total.
5 and 7. 12.
Yep.
By the way, we all have healing potions, so just FYI.
Yes, you do.
Do not skimp. Do not be like how every player in an RPG is, where you just stack healing
Yes,
pots
yes,
and you never
yes.
use them.
So this one down here that took some pretty big initial damage is actually looking pretty shitty and is just going to go over and stand on the red circle.
Oh.
And the other one is... gonna rush right at Kalis, and with the spear that it has, is gonna go ahead and take 2 attacks against you. First one gets advantage because this thing's fancy.
Wonderful.
Hand rolls a 3 and a 5.
Hit.
Second one, another 5. Holy shit. Before bonus, but still not enough. Wow.
I just get rid of all of them with the shield. Bang, bang,
Yep.
bang.
So rushes in loudly, and yeah, you do just shield bash the spear away, and then is going to disengage. And
You can disengage too. Shit.
step back to about there.
Oh boy.
Willie, you're up. And then eventually Milo will get to go.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Okay. Well, I had a plan, but now I don't think that I should. I do have a question though.
Yes.
With my beads of force.
Yep.
If it is successful, it encapsulates a creature in a sphere, and it says no attack or other effect can. Does that count for spells?
Let me real quick reread. If I can find my damn thing. Okay, there we are. So only breathable air can pass through the sphere's wall. No attack or other effect can. That does stop spells, yes.
Okay.
Yep, stops everything else.
So I'll save that in my back pocket. But for now, I'm going to use my movement to come just about right here. I have 30 feet of movement. Or actually, can I be a little bit like farther back, like right here? Okay.
Certainly.
Wait, but does that put me 30 feet from this guy?
Nope. Where you first were would.
Okay. Can I go back to where I was then? I'm sorry.
Just keep changing your mind.
Yeah, that's last time.
Nope, that's where you are.
It's like chess. You
Okay.
can't take his hand off the piece.
Yes, of course.
And then I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip at dude.
Okay. Cool.
At this guy. Just gonna get over here.
Get over here.
Get over here.
What were the guitar picks again?
That's
door.
just the sides of the
door?
door. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So that's a spell attack from you, I believe. Yes.
And so that drags him 10 feet closer to me.
If you hit, yes.
Oh, if I hit. Oh, that's right. I have to.
Yep.
Hit or- Two to hit. I have less, but that might not even be worth it. No. 8.
Nope.
Dang it.
Too quick. You kind of try to slide in there as it's disengaging from Kalis, and this is quick. This is a fancy looking knoll.
Dang. Okay. Well then, bonus action. I would like to rage.
Of course, naturally. You can certainly.
Naturally. If my computer doesn't freeze on me. Why is that
And
tripping?
end of your turn.
Wait, I have to do my wild search.
Oh, that's true. But also at the end of your turn, we're getting a legendary action.
Oh, great.
Yay.
Nice to know. Alright. Wild Surge. I'm always rolling this one. It's the 1d6 force damage when someone hits me. As
Okay, I
magic
mean, it's a good one.
lash.
It's a pretty good
Yeah,
one.
it's a pretty
so,
good one. But I want something different.
The one with the scepter in the back kind of snarls out some kind of command at the large one up in the front, which just takes the axe that it has and just makes a big sweeping attack against both Kalis and Lila. So I would love another Dex save.
Why Dex? This is
14. Again.
why are my
14.
All my saves are 14s.
Okay.
Yeah, blessed, right?
No, I was not blessed.
He was not well.
Surprisingly, I'm
Hashtag
the
not
most
blessed.
second most
Um,
religious man in the group.
So you
Let me
each take 6 slashing. And yeah, that's about it. You both managed to mostly get out of the way.
Oh. This hurts, man.
Uh-huh. Milo, it's your turn.
Oh, it's me! Yay! Okay.
And you are pretty much invisible, but you're like right.
Yeah, I can see myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Each square is like what, 5 feet, right?
Yep.
Me and my.
And so you're technically
25
like,
feet of walking.
yeah, you're essentially like right
You
at the
have
door
a
there.
net launcher again.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna use. So I was gonna be like, well,
This the
these last few days have been of work, and I'm trying to use my net launcher on the.
Okay, and that's got a 30-foot range.
Yes.
Okay, if you walk straight in and shoot, you're going to be shooting a net, trying to get it through Kalis, Volkar, and Lila, who are all moving.
Okay.
If you go down to the side near where Quilly is, that would be a better shot.
I think I like that one. So I'll move towards Twilly.
Please, just roll in that one and trap Kalis, please.
I swear to God.
that will be our
Now, if anyone is going to get hit by this, it would be Kalis, but this is a much better shot. So go ahead and... Actually, let me see if that's in 30 feet.
That's what I was gonna ask. That's why I asked how big the squares were.
Yes, it is precisely.
Take the shot.
Gonna roll this d20 and hope for the best.
Okay.
Oh! What am I supposed to add though?
Just your dex, and if you're proficient with heavy crossbow, then add your proficiency bonus as well.
So just the dex? Question mark.
Let me double check.
Are you proficient with crossbows?
It says
Probably,
crossbow.
yeah, but it's a heavy crossbow.
It's
They
a
are-
heavy
that's
crossbow
why-
specifically.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I
No.
asked.
So just dex, yeah.
Okay, so it's a 21.
Okay, just a 21. 21 for certain hits. And let me remind myself of the net rules real quick.
You know what? After all this like time that Milo uses the crossbow, he should just naturally get proficiency from getting.
I mean, maybe we can work to that. That is how you get proficient. Yeah, Milo, you step around the side, you launch the net, and this is definitely pushing the size of something that would be affected by this, but does in fact get wrapped up in the net, and. Did I specify? Does that make people fall prone when they get hit? Let me confirm that. Because I want to say yes, but I also want to say that's really strong. But I might have.
The dungeon master gave us the tool
completely
that is maybe slightly too strong.
Is restrained until freed.
Yeah, I was
So
just reading to make sure I
restrained
didn't change anything in the item itself, but no, it is just restrained till freed. Okay.
That's not that bad. Okay.
Cool. And
Part
restrained to remind myself. Okay, so it can't move. Attacks against it have advantage. It has disadvantage and disadvantage on dex saves.
And which?
I promise I'm helping, guys.
Which norm?
That's the big one.
The big guy.
Yep. Yep. Caught up in a net.
He lost his action.
Ding.
Nice.
Wait,
Yep.
lost its action.
Yeah, because
it
it has to use an action to free itself, unless
However, at the end of your
dealing
turn,
5 slashing damage.
the end of your turn, we are going to get another legendary action, which is going to, yeah, we'll get to that. But anyway, so you moved, you shot. Is there anything else you want to do?
I wanted to used my bonus action as a help action, and I'm trying to like see if I could help Quilly, with whatever he's attacking, like throw something at it, like if it's some kind of rubble or debris, something, literally anything that's on the ground or anything, to distract make a distraction or something like that.
Sure, I'll give it to you. There'd probably be something there you can grab.
Okay. Sure,
Given the state of this, so yeah, why not?
Throw some snow.
Yeah, snowball.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
I'll try to use that.
Cool, got it. As Milo starts making a snowball, remind me of
swear I'm
that.
helping you guys.
If Quilly does in fact go to attack that target, remind me of that if I forget. At the end of your turn, legendary action is actually going to command this one here to step forward and, using an attack, try to cut the net, which is also going to count as an attack against the creature, which will in fact hit
that one.
both. Pretty good damage though, so that works out for you. Walks
Promise
over
I'm helping, guys.
with the spear and just kind of like hooks into the side and just kind of tears through, but also catches the side of the larger gnoll, who just slaps it out of the way, and the net does begin to fall to the ground. And back to the top of the round, we have Lila, and she is just straight up going to try and tackle this dude while he's distracted with the net. No, too strong. She tries, wraps her arms around it. It's midsection and just tries to push it back. It just digs a heel into the ground and just shoves her back. And she is going to let's see. She's actually just going to patient defense and circle around the back of him. And it is his turn. And he is going to... Yeah, Lila's really the only one who's, like, quite engaged with him at the moment. He's just gonna turn and... Oh, sorry, I forgot she would still get an attack. Cool. She does get a little, pot shot off as she strafes around the side of him.
Hits him right in the butt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right in the
ribcage,
tushy.
actually. He turns and is gonna go ahead and try to return the favor. He's gonna try and tackle her.
Can you do it through the net?
Nah, net's
Net's
gone.
gone.
Net's cut off. Net's cut off.
Is it broke? Oh shit.
The other one, yeah, legendary action lets one of them move up to its movement and take an attack, and it attacked the net.
Apps.
Yep.
He's too smart.
Is that like
And-
that's 3 legendary actions already. That was the first round.
Yeah.
And would they get
Damn.
5 per round?
You don't know.
No.
5 would be five's a lot. I'll say 5 is a lot. But you don't know. And yeah, so Lila comes around the side of it and it just spins the other way and elbows her in the gut and then just tackles her and pins her down to the ground. And is, while she's down there, gonna go ahead and just try and bite her twice.
It's kind of hot.
Actually misses
Hey,
the
yo,
first one.
relax.
Does a patient defense?
It negates disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it missed both of them.
Oh.
So it does throw her on the ground. She is prone.
Does that wait? But does the tuck?
It's-
It doesn't break patient defense, right? Like the.
No,
push-
patient defense is just
No,
a
no.
dodge action.
Yeah,
Okay,
just dodge
yeah.
action.
Yeah, I'm just curious whether.
Yep, doesn't break it, but he still did in fact roll much higher than her to push. And then yeah, he's also technically on the ground right now. Not technically grappling her, but not exactly standing at the moment. And yeah. Is gonna go ahead and just lean the head back and just let another howling roar out as the ones remaining in the room kind of join in. And the red orb crackles. And as this happens, the ambient glow from the 3 of them all suddenly becomes much stronger. And the ground inside this room begins to shake just a little bit. Derek, your turn. Volkar, you're on deck.
Yes. Okay, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Except that I do know what I want to do.
Very
Away.
contradicting. Very contradicting of you.
And he just kills Theron.
Yeah.
What we've
Is
been waiting for.
this guy within 120 feet of me?
Which guy?
Oh, wait. This guy.
Yes. Definitely should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was 90 feet. He is 90 feet away, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Okay.
about.
Okay, so that's good. And to drink a potion, is that an action or bonus action?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Oh, I'm low on health. Okay, so bonus action, drink a potion. And what's the thing with potions? It's
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
Where are my d4s?
Where my D4's at?
I need so many d4s.
Oh, crap, that's good. 4, 7, 9 points of healing.
All right.
Question: Are these like
Those are
this
segments
is like
of
debris, right?
Yep.
Of just like the fallen
sections of the ceiling. Yeah.
roof.
Mhm.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Okay, so same thing. Twin spell, guiding bolt.
And who are you trying to hit? These two up here?
No, this guy and the big guy.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, roll first
Okay.
for the big guy, second for the guy in the back.
Okay. Oh. That's 18 plus 5, so that 23.
Yeah, 23 hits.
Okay. And because it has anyone made an attack on him yet?
I don't think
No.
so.
No, they
So
haven't.
that might
Okay,
be an
then
advantage.
That
has
is an
advantage.
advantage. Yep.
Because it lasts until the end of my turn.
Yep.
Okay, that good. I was expecting 20, but okay, whatever. 18.
18 hits.
Nice. Okay. So this is for their first one. 5, 10, 15, 17 radiant.
Okay.
Get him.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Big
And
boys
next attack has advantage.
looking a little rough.
Big
Next
boys rough.
attack. Next attack has advantage. So
Next
Yep.
attack
Please.
against him or that you
Against him.
have?
again, any
Any
attack.
Any
roll.
attack against
Yep.
him? Tight.
And what's
Any
damage
attack.
on the second one?
I'm rolling
And then
that
again,
now.
Volcar on deck, and then Kalis after.
Oh yes. I'm gonna bring
Fuck 'em
down
up.
the hammer.
9.
He's prone,
15
right?
radiant again.
No.
Another 15.
Yeah, radiant on
Nice.
this guy.
The big guy's
Uh,
prone, right?
He is not.
No.
He essentially like tackled her to the ground, tried to attack, and then
Oh,
failed to
okay.
do so and stood up.
Failed.
So he's standing above her. So yeah,
Alright.
he was very briefly.
Good to know. I was like,
okay.
I want double advantage.
Alright.
And I am voluntarily going prone
Okay.
because those archers fucked me up.
Yep, they do
And
that.
It's okay.
I whispered to Theron, Theron, hit the old crazy wizard one.
Okay.
Yeah, shoot, get out of this rut.
Volcar, your turn.
Right. So am I still in this guy's like if I move, is he gonna get an opportunity attack?
No.
All right, so I want to move over here, like so I can stare at this schmuck right here.
I like it, schmuck.
Yep.
Then I am going to cast level 2 spell spiritual weapon
Nice.
right on top of this motherfucker.
Okay. Oh,
Excuse my
God.
language. Excuse my
I don't have-
language.
I don't have a spiritual weapon. Are you kidding me? We say fuck so many times on this show.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. No.
Don't excuse shit. Come on. Cool.
Fucking
And I
sorry
assume
I
you want to
said
attack
fuck.
with that as well?
Yeah, and I can do that at advantage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, here we go.
Bonk this motherfucker.
Come on, baby. And it's thunder damage, right?
Force.
Force
Force
damage.
Force. Yep.
No!
Ah.
You
Damn.
missed.
That's red. That's a natural 20.
Oh.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, guiding bolt's the
So
best.
that's a 20. That's a
Right.
25.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So that is 2d8 plus 3.
Yes. So again, instead of doubling what you roll, just roll like normal, and then
Because you get the max
Uh,
dice damage plus your modifier, then you get
yes.
to roll extra die.
Yes, essentially. I was trying to think of the best way to word that, but that is it.
So I get 8 plus whatever I roll on the other d8 plus the 3.
Plus your bonus. Yep.
Gotcha. That's a 6 plus 3, so that's 8 plus 6. 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage on my bonus action.
Okay.
Like, this hammer
Let's
comes
go!
crashing
Bonk, bonk.
down into this guy.
The hammer actually catches it in the hip, almost threatening to crush the already fucked up leg. You see the scepter almost falls out of the hand as it kind of stumbles back a couple feet to try and stay on its feet. Yeah, you've never really seen a gnoll look distinctly scared before, but this is what it looks like.
I want him to, as this is happening, like, there is still one cordite left in Thunderhead.
Okay.
And as my action, can I down a potion as my action?
Yeah, I'd let you do that.
Or is he flanking? Am I within range to flank this guy?
No, you well, you have more movement, so yeah, you could step
Can I
over there.
move and then would I be in flanking?
Assuming Lila stands up and begins threatening him again, yes. That would be flanking.
I can still use my action to attack.
Yeah, you could if you haven't taken the potion already, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm at 12 points of hit points of damage right now, so I'm gonna pop up. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna still be right here and pop a potion. Sorry.
Nope, you're fine. All right,
and
go ahead.
The potion is how many d4s?
2d4 plus 2.
4 plus
Okay, so that is 5, 7. So I pop a potion that's 7 plus 7.
Okay.
And I am going to end my turn.
Okay. Give me just a moment. Kalis, it is technically your turn, but at the end of his turn, something is happening.
Oh lord, oh lord.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Okay. Kalis. As this is all happening, as you go to step up and do so, this guy is going to go ahead and... oh, never mind. He can't. He can't.
This is the caster guy, right? We're talking about.
Yep, he has been doing things, and he can't actually do what he was going to do. So,
Volcar put the fear of Cord in him.
no, I miscounted, but
let's pretend
let's
Let me have this.
yeah, it sounds
me
cool.
have
Sounds cool. I'll give you it.
It's scared of my action away.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry for taking long on my turn now. Damn. That would have been cool. But I can't do it.
Cool for us or cool for you?
Darn.
Yeah, cool for the story.
Darn.
Cool
Oh,
for
jeez.
everything.
Hey, guess what, Kalis? Something's still gonna happen, but it's better. Probably for you. I would love to... Never mind, I have to roll for it. Nope. Take your turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a lot of build up for a natural 1. So that was real bad. That was amazing.
First, I'm gonna down a potion. I need a potion so badly.
All right.
And that is 6 plus 2, so that's a plus 8. Points back. And then I am going to come down with swift vengeance. And I'm gonna walk up onto the big bitch. Big
bitch. All right, go ahead. Roll to hit big bitch.
Yeah.
With advantage, because guiding bolt.
With advantage. And I'm pretty sure I'm flanking anyway, so it'd be.
She is not threatening him at the moment, so no.
Oh,
but
it's not. Fuck.
she's prone right now, so She's not like
Okay, so that is 8 plus 6, so it's 24. Or 18 plus 6, 18 plus 6, not 8 plus 6.
Yeah,
18 plus 6.
to hit.
Yeah, to
I
hit.
thought I was gonna have to go back to school again.
Yeah, right. Oh, that hits. That definitely hits.
This is 8. And also he has to make a Constitution saving throw. For Seer's Might.
What's the DC?
DC 11.
11.
That's not
He
it.
succeeds.
Okay. What? Now let me see what happens on a succeed. He still basically takes the 1d6 fire damage, but he doesn't take additional fire damage on a successful save every other turn. I'm pretty sure that's. Yeah. So that's
Okay.
what it is. So he doesn't take it next turn, but so that's 4 plus 5 slashing plus an additional 6. So it's 12 points of it's 9 points of slashing damage, and that is 3 points of fire damage.
3. Okay.
I have another question.
Yes.
How crippled is this? Like crippled? No. Like, will he be able to stand on it? Does he look like he's able to stand on his own without this little cane thing?
Seems like it's quite useful for him.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
yeah. All right. Anything else from Kalis?
If I wanted to do a smite, that would have to take a bonus action, and I already used one, right? My bonus
Yes, that sounds correct.
I think smite's bonus action. Yeah.
Smite's a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, unfortunately, I don't get to smite this son of a bitch.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I thought it was just a free card.
bitch.
it's not a free action, unfortunately.
No, that would be ridiculous. You want to make paladins even more busted?
You want to make
what
them
the
even
fuck?
more?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
How bloody is this guy looking, by the way, in front of me?
He's looking pretty bad. He's still standing, but yeah, he's taking some damage, to say the least. Okay. So now... Actually... Yeah, Kalis, Volkar, and Lila again. I would love another deck save from you guys. Lila at disadvantage.
No, Lila.
18.
Wow.
Disadvantage, she still gets a 16.
Oh, we it's at disadvantage?
No, just for her, 'cause she's prone.
Gotcha.
So did I hear a 12 from Kalis?
Yeah.
Okay, Kalis, unfortunately this time you are too focused on looking cool and smiting this guy, and you are not quite ready when the ground starts to rumble. Lila actually manages to kind of push and roll out of the way. Volkar, you're just on the edge of the effect and step back safely. Let me roll some damage.
First and last time you'll ever man spread on a boss.
Okay. Wow.
About to get hit.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Yeah, let me do some math.
Oh no.
Kalis, that's
Not
32 points of bludgeoning damage and 16 to the others. I almost rolled max damage on 3d12.
32?
32.
Save that man.
Yeah, fucking down.
He's down.
I have 3
Save
health.
that
I'm like,
man.
oh god.
16 to... And so this time, just for flavor, as this happens, part of the ceiling does actually kind of crumble and come down, and part of what makes it so bad for Kalis is a big icy just shard of rock just catches you right in the chest and the shoulder and just slams you down into the ground. And you are prone. You and Lila both. And Volkar is pretty
Conscious.
I'm
pretty
at 3. I'm barely
bad.
conscious. I'm at 3
Lila-
health right now.
Lila looks considerably better than both of you, but still in pain.
I am super fucking unconscious.
Yeah, you kind of are. Jesus Christ. That might have been the highest damage I've ever rolled on a 3d12 attack.
Oh god, that's scary.
That was absurd. And is then... Man, that number was so high, I forgot what the hell I was going to do with the rest of his turn.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
What?
I could have used my plus D6. Oh no!
You didn't, though.
Ah!
You didn't, though. You can use it on your death saves.
Yeah, at least.
Ah!
Well, look at the
I'm
bright
just
side.
glad I'm not
Any
the
d20.
this
It's a
time,
d20
guys.
roll. Yeah, right. And oh, hey, he reduced someone to 0 hit points.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's gonna command Big Guy to make an attack at Lila on the ground. Yikes! I think a 27 hits. Holy shit!
Yeah,
That's
split in
that's
half.
just one roll.
Yeah, he rolled crazy.
Yeah.
Yikes!
Volcar, you got Revivify, right?
No.
Fuck.
Wait, what level do you think you're on?
I'm at level 3. This does
Yeah,
not
yeah.
have-
As
This
this
was a poor
happens,
decision.
kind of you see it actually steps a few feet away from the hammer that just assailed it in the hip. And
Oh, that motherfucker.
barks out a command to the big one here, just grabs the axe and just slams it right down into Lila's thigh as she's on the ground. And Lila's still moving, cursing a lot now. Lots of threats, but yeah, she's taking a beating.
Son of a bitch, I'm a
And-
fucking I'll fucking murder you.
Theron, it's your turn.
Okay, having seen all this, I am gonna reconcentrate on the big bad guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
And bonus action, I'm gonna move my 100 mark onto him and take a shot.
Sure.
I hope I roll something fucking decent. Where's that bless at? I'm gonna use that D6 just in case. 15,
Nope. This one's
a
tough.
5, a 2, and a 1.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm doing
Wow.
so great.
Yikes. Yeah, no,
And-
this thing's tough. It actually hits and just like barely goes into the thick hide and doesn't even seem to notice it.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. These two completely unharried archers in the back are gonna go ahead and lob off some more shots. To it, Theron.
I forgot.
The first one definitely misses. The second is a 16. Which I don't remember on Theron.
15 is his armor class.
Okay. Only 3 piercing damage, so not that bad. The other one is going to... Seeing Milo and Quilly just hanging out over here, just pretty much not a part of the fight right now, is going to go ahead and shoot the smaller one. It's 2 shots at Milo. First is a 17 and the second is a 22 to hit. I'm
Yeah,
rolling
you know,
ridiculously right now.
someone's just going crazy today, so it's not us.
I can't get above a 10.
That is 3 from the first and 6 from the second, so 9 total piercing damage.
Ookie. I'm hiding behind Quilly on my turn.
And the one that just shot at Theron goes ahead and steps onto the circle up here, the green one.
Is there currently
And-
one on the purple one?
Nope.
Or did he explode?
There was one on the red one that exploded.
Yeah, there was one on the purple before, like a little bit before you got in the room, but since you've been in there, one hasn't gotten on there. Okay, and then this guy's turn. He is going to... He's going after Lila, because she's still moving, and Kalis is not. He does not hit. At least with
This
the
guy
first one.
sucks. With advantage, this guy sucks.
That's a straight roll.
But he does hit the second one.
Oh, it is just a straight
yeah.
roll. That's right.
It is, but he does hit the second one, just barely. Okay. Lila starting to look a little rough. Definitely not having a good time there on the ground. Quilly, you're up, and then Milo.
So at the end of last turn, Milo said he was giving me the help action.
Yes,
it was
to
against
attack.
the one closest to us.
Yep, this guy right here.
Okay. And does that go away if I leave Milo's radius?
No.
Okay. Tight.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Because he still has a snowball ready to throw at you, so... Or throw at it, not you.
Okay. Then... Alright. I'm going to use my action to throw my spear at...
At that one?
At that one, yes.
Okay.
To hit on that. Ooh, okay, that's a 17 on the die plus 4, 21.
That hits.
1d6 plus 2.
Nope, someone disappeared.
6 damage on that. And then I will use my movement to get right up there, 30 feet.
Right there. Okay, how much damage again? Sorry, I wasn't
6
retaining
damage.
that info. Okay. Okay.
Cool. And then bonus action to weapon fighting on Big Boy.
Sure.
I'm gonna swipe with my battle axe. I'm gonna use this one. Don't put me out. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
So
So the way you do it, it's max damage on both.
So
of them.
essentially you roll damage like normal.
Okay.
And then let's say your weapon does 1d6. You roll your damage like normal, and then you just add the 6 on top of that.
And then
So
add another-
you get a guaranteed damage die
And
and then a normal attack roll on top of that.
And then plus what I already add to that.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 1d8. Right? Yeah, 1d8. Okay. Okay, so that's a 6 plus 8 is... 6 plus 8 is 14?
Yep.
14 plus 8... No, that's already adding. Plus 2, 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And as Quilly comes running up, just snarling, like literally hardly even like a third the size of this thing, just cleaves into the backside of it with the axe. You see it actually stops trying to murder Lila for a second and just bellows with rage and pain. He's looking bad.
He's not down?
Milo, it's your turn. Big guy is looking like he's on his last foot.
Okay. I want to run that way. So for movement, I can get at least halfway there.
Up there, okay.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And then I'm also going to shoot at the big thing with the short bow, I guess.
Okay, go ahead.
This shit.
A 14.
Yeah, but you said you
D6.
do
You have a D6. You have a D6.
D6.
Oh, Kalis, we're hearing two of you, by the way. But yeah, you
bad.
do have that D6
bad,
if you want
my
to
bad.
add it.
I will do that D6.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Unfortunately, not
That's
enough.
So 15. Oh, and it's blessed, right? So that's 16?
Still not enough.
Okay. I tried.
Also, I guess technically we would have needed a concentration check from Volkar on Bless. At least one, but yeah, let's do it now. Yeah.
That's an 18, so I assume I still
Okay,
have
yep,
it.
you're good, you're good.
We
So
are having
movement,
some
action.
horrendous
Alright.
rolls.
We're like up and down, up and down.
Yep.
Yeah.
If
This
I
is
have a bonus
intense.
action I can take to dash, disengage, or hide, can I continue to move to dash, right? Is that how that
Yeah,
works?
you could. You can move up to your whole move speed again, so you could get
Okay.
like up there. I assume that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna do that. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And that's it for me.
Okay.
I can get Kalis up if I survive the next round.
I'm hoping I got their attention.
Back to the
Keyword.
top.
If.
Lila. She is gonna go ahead and, while standing up, just go absolutely apeshit and try to kill this guy.
But baby.
Please.
That's a natural
Please,
20 on the
please.
first one.
Yeah! That's my girl.
So the DM's rolling great. The rest of everyone else.
Yeah. Okay. So I just rolled 4 attacks for her. We got a natural 20, 2 19s, and then a 6.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is going on, but this
What was
this
in
one
your,
die.
What was in your Wheaties? What was in your
I
Wheaties
don't know,
this
man.
morning?
Apparently, natural 20s. Jesus Christ. So yeah, it's got 3 hit points. She just hit it 3 times, one of them being a natural 20. As she's getting up, she kind of systematically strikes at just above the ankle, just below the knee, above the knee, the groin, in the gut, and then comes up and just uppercuts, and you just hear the neck snap back as the skull on top of the head just goes flying off, hits the ground, and just cracks, and the body just goes limp and falls backward on top of Kalis. And damn, I was so hoping Milo was gonna get that kill.
I know.
But yeah, Lila, as it drops and she finishes standing up, she goes, "You fucking bastard!" and turns to the other one with just this crazed smile on her face. And you see, as the large one hits the ground, this blackish green shimmering energy just kind of pulsates out from it and surrounds her in this vaguely null-like form, just kind of around her body, sort of ethereal. And she just smiles and turns, looking at the other one squaring up.
Ah, she crazy.
Yep, and he's dead, so he's off the
red.
initiative.
Hey.
Oh, which brings it to Volkar.
Which, no, it doesn't.
Does it not?
brings
Oh, it's there.
It brings it to the orbs.
Volkar.
And the guy standing on the green one. And as that happens,
No.
the entire room shakes violently for about 2 seconds. Stops. All of the glowing from the 3 of them pulses once brightly. There is this large crackling energy from all 3 of them that blasts forth over toward the top of the green one, hits the orb there, which shatters in this giant, almost like wave of blood and glass, almost ceramic. And there's this quick kind of tearing electric sound in the air where the orb was, as some form of portal tears open about 5 feet above the ground up there. And we're gonna go ahead and take a break because it's been 2 hours.
Oh, fuck.
So we'll be back. And we're back. So, getting right back into it. This rift tears open above the green circle here. Speaking of green, I see a green pointer, and I would like to not. Thank you. There's the other two orbs both just shatter into another spray of blood and glass. And out stepping from the rift in front of the throne, or yeah, I guess throne essentially there, is this gray-skinned, kind of faintly glowing gray, about 7 foot tall, male humanoid, you could say. Pale white eyes that glow a bit. They have no iris. Mostly shaved head except for a high, very long ponytail of this kind of dark purple hair. Wearing baggy black pants that kind of bill out and then tighten around the calf, exposing his bare ankles and feet. His face is sharply angled and intense, and as he steps out, his gray cloak kind of billows behind him, showing off the ornate patterns bordering it in purple. He's strangely kind of beautiful, somehow. And immediately, the gnoll with the scepter drops the scepter, drops down to the ground, and just begins bowing its head and just babbling away. And as the man steps out, does anyone here speak Abyssal?
No.
No. Guys, Celestial, Common, and Primordial.
Says in this weirdly, almost like mundane, just human voice, speaking some language none of you know, just calmly says one sentence, and there's this flash of motion as this extremely long, thin sword suddenly appears in his hand, and he makes one slash in the air in front of himself, and this burst of energy lashes out from the front of the sword, just cleaving the gnoll that had the scepter clear in half. And in the same quick flurry of motion, so fast that you can't even actually comprehend what he is doing. You just see blur. The other gnoll here, and the two up here, or the one remaining up here on this platform, both just get cleaved in half at different angles and hit the ground, kind of just gurgling and expiring very quickly. So, that all happens very fast. Essentially, right now, it is what would be kind of simultaneously Derek, Volkar, and Kalis' turn. So, Kalis, I'm going to get a death save from you, and Volkar and Derek, if you want to do something real quick, you can certainly do so as this is happening.
I want to
19.
to him. I want to go over to Kalis.
I'm gonna stand back up.
Okay.
And cast Cure Wounds on him, level 1 Cure Wounds, and use my the friendship brace, the friendship amulet, the truest medicine, which allows a healing effect imbued upon your friend, will automatically heal for the maximum possible value.
Yep.
So 16, 17, 19 points healed straight to Kalis.
Awesome.
Kalis,
Get up on
you
your
come
feet.
back, and there's a giant dead gnoll and a skull on top of you, and Volkar is commanding you to stand up.
Get up!
Derek, you stand up, and as that's happening...
As a bonus action, I'd like to pop one of my...
Sure. Go ahead.
My last... Oh, no, I still have one more, I think, after this. That's 2d4, I think.
Yep,
Plus 2.
and then go ahead and roll for that and do that. The man then stops,
7.
kind of motioning with his hand and making the sword just disappear once more. So I switch to more ambience. And stops for a moment, kind of calmly looks around the room at all of you, and then in common says, "You don't look like you know what's going on enough to be involved. What a shame. Suppose it doesn't make a difference, though." And the eyes kind of gleam with this intensity. And as he finishes saying that, you see another long, gray-skinned arm reveal itself from the rift and place a hand on his shoulder. And stepping out is a similar-looking figure, though female, and completely nude. Her hair, similar purple, kind of cascades across her shoulders, her chest, and down her back. And she, too, is strangely beautiful. As she steps out, "Brother, leave these to me. I've been starved for entertainment. Go on, return."
Before they leave, as a disciple of Cord, who is famous for striking down Lolth.
Yep.
Can I identify if these are her followers?
Give me a religion check.
19 plus religion. Sorry. So that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you've heard rumor that her followers after the war were cursed with something that made them sort of vaguely fit this description, but as you look at their form, they both have these, like, their arms are almost like a solid foot longer than you would expect them to be, and their nails kind of come into these, not full out like claws or anything, but sharper and longer than the average humanoids. Could be. If so, then the curse is worse than what you had heard, but you have not, like, drow are not like a thing, really. Like, they're not people, the average person has never seen one or even heard of the concept of one, but these could be. And he turns to her, says something in that other language again. She kind of rolls her eyes a bit. "Be gone. You have more important matters to attend to. Leave." And he turns, slowly just eyes each of you up and down. Volkar, you notice as his eyes kind of settle on Kalis for a moment, smile kind of creeps across his face a little bit before he shakes his head a bit, turns back, and just vanishes back into the rift. And she kind of waves her hand, and the rift just closes behind him. And then she begins to slowly saunter her way back to the throne. She kind of dramatically sits in it, kind of splayed out a bit to the side.
"Oh,
worry not. I have
you.
no intentions of harming you. If that's what I wanted, I would have let that brute have his way with you. It seems one of his playthings grew to be a nuisance." She kind of looks at the freshly cleaved in half, scepter-wielding Knoll. "He always employs such worthless help and then lets his emotions get the best of him. Pathetic, really. I, firstborn daughter of the mother of corruption, the siren of Avernus, the cataclysm lover, prefer tact to his uncouth ways. I suspect we may be able to come to a mutually beneficial agreement, but first, what brings you here?" And at this moment, I would love a volunteer to go first. With no knowledge of what that means.
I will go first.
Okay.
I volunteer.
Everyone else, go to the secret chat, turn off your camera, minimize Vorpal board, make sure you have no way of perceiving anything happening in here. And at least for now, I will real quick try and set up Milo's camera because he was late.
Now I'm terrified.
Volkar, as you step forward and say, "How dare you?" She smiles a little bit at you. And I would love a charisma saving throw.
Saving throw.
Yep.
So that's
With
a
no
dirty
time
20.
to add anything fancy to it. Okay, 20. Good.
Yeah, 17 plus 3. Yeah.
Okay. Suddenly your body goes numb and everything fades to black. When your senses return, you stand surrounded by thousands of others, all proudly wearing symbols of Cord on their armor, and as you look down at yourself, it matches yours. Ice, frigid air. You shout to the heavens above, rallying the forces around you. They cheer back. Thunder, lightning. There's a wave of bodies and shouts crossing the bridges, the ravine before you. It cannot fall. This is all that remains. More lightning, destruction. Your brothers falling at your side. Fear. Trust. 1 day. 2. 4, 5, 9, 12. You lose track. Suddenly everything at its bleakest moment. The sky erupts. One absolutely monstrous, inconceivably large bolt of lightning tearing down from the heavens above, splitting the earth. You hear this chittering, shrieking, and you know your god has struck true. The Spider Queen has been injured. Another one. Another scream. Everything fades. Do you know that wretched 8-legged queen, as she calls herself, is no longer, at least not for a while? Victory. And as you and everyone around you fall silent, you look up, feel this pulse of power and strength, and it fades. Victory at a price. Your connection, still there but weaker. He's unwell. The flashing of images and sensations ceases after what could have been 15 seconds, what could have been a full 12 days of you fighting a war. You are uncertain. And I need you to go to secrets. Also, please pass along the message of these are all happening simultaneously. Not that I anticipate you would metagame this, any of you. Please do not. And so, head to secrets.
Don't tell anybody what
Nope,
what I
they're
saw.
all, everything's happening simultaneously, so we'll get to that in game. In the meantime, talk about Warhammer, talk about whatever else you want to do. Go ahead, send me whoever else wants to come in and tell them to return on their camera, get Vorpal set up and whatnot, and black yourself out. So I'll be waiting. This is why I love being a DM, because I could be a complete asshole. And again, sorry about the horrible front lighting. My monitor likes to be kind of aggressive. So, new lights coming tomorrow. Oh, look who we got. Oh, I don't hear you.
Hello?
There you are.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay.
I was gonna volunteer to be first, but I was like, okay, I'll let him have it.
Okay. Milo, I'd love a charisma saving throw from you.
Of course. Charisma. Bang. 19.
Okay. As she kind of looks around the room, her eyes fall across you, and you just get this kind of jittery sensation for a second, then everything goes numb and black. As your senses return, you are looking kind of from above, definitely far, far taller than you are looking down at the at the marketplace of Vasselheim. Actually, pretty much right where
I was about to ask.
right where all that happens. Yeah,
thing.
right by the fountain there.
Yep.
And you see a familiar dwarven woman. She's bright-eyed, short even for a dwarf, but still somehow almost kind of lanky. Has this small, mischievous grin about her face. This thick, dirty blonde hair pulled into a tight fishtail braid that's kind of frizzy and messy. Always looks like it was put in 2 or 3 days ago. And you recognize this as Phaedre. Phaedre Common Cloak, who was way, way back in your backstory. There's stuff on that. I'll let you dig into that on your time. But she sits in the marketplace near the fountain on the same bench, and this is sort of like, you know, the slideshows people make where they take a picture of themselves in the same location every day and they just like splice them together real quick. It's like different outfits.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so their hair grows and changes and whatnot. It's sort of like that, and you just see her there just before dusk every day. And this goes through at least 2 months, you would guess, including at some point toward the end of this, you notice the change in layout of the marketplace after the encounter we had there, the sudden tree that's just there now. And as this proceeds, it's sort of like your vision focuses on her and almost kind of like zooms in a bit on her face, and she looks directly at you. Milo, I know you're here. I've been looking for you for so long, dear friend. I'll have to leave the city at some point. Come on, you bastard. You see she kind of clutches something to her chest a little bit and looks down, kind of defeated. Oh, come on. Everything fades to black.
Oh.
And I would love for you to return to the secrets and send me another volunteer.
Okay.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh,
Or
boy,
sorry,
I'm good at
charisma,
those.
not Constitution, charisma.
I'm really good at those.
Yes, yes.
Adding that D6.
Okay.
Oh, 6. That is 21.
Okay. Suddenly, your body goes numb. Everything fades to black. As your senses return to you, first thing you notice is this hissing sound.
Can I look around to see?
It is
What's making that
completely
sound?
black.
Ah.
And as you look, it's like you're trying to move and there's really no physical sensation of it happening. And the hissing kind of continues, circling around you slowly, close then far, and then very close as this warmth kind of creeps up from your legs, slowly wrapping up around you. It's too warm, uncomfortably so. You try and move, you try and speak or look. Nothing. continues rapping further and further up, hissing, almost like laughter,
I'm
consuming.
paralyzed right now, or?
Whatever it is, it seems that you cannot move.
Okay.
Suddenly you begin hearing voices calling out in the distance. Your family, your friends, caravan. You can't make out what they're saying, but they sound scared, in pain, afraid, sad, not sure. How can you save them? You try, you tense, you try and move, nothing. Wrapping tighter and tighter, hissing louder and louder. And right at the point where you feel yourself sort of give in, this burst of warmth comes from within you, kind of low in the guts. And it quickly spreads, filling all of your body with this radiant, kind of tingling energy. As you throw your head back, you just see blinding golden light emit from your mouth, your eyes, your nose, your ears, everything. It kind of hurts. But it kind of feels good at the same time. The hissing grows louder and louder. And suddenly everything stops. Silence. One single wolf-like howl punctuates the pain as it dissipates. You feel guilt, fear, and determination. Everything goes silent and still once more. And I would love for you to return to Secrets and send me another victim.
I'll find out where Rolly to See goes next.
I figured no one wants this, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
As I screw up the music.
Oh no. You got it?
It's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I just hit the
going
wrong
back.
one. Alright. Hello? I would love a charisma saving throw.
You do this to me every time. No, I'm not good at charisma. Oh, but that's still an 18.
Okay. That's incredibly high for Quilly.
The highest
Wow.
I'll ever get.
Yeah. Okay. Suddenly, your body goes numb, and everything fades to black. The first thing you notice is heat. Sweltering heat. And now you see. Large, jagged mountains you're just at the foot of. You glance behind you. This wasteland of scrap metal and sand behind you, backing up to the ocean in the distance. You cough a bit, blow some sand from your nose, wipe some off your sweating forehead. Exhausted. Legs about to give out. Lungs just about the same. You finally made it to the shade. Though, the respite it offers is minute. You knock on the metal door in front of you once more, as if you've been here for quite some time. And a voice not quite familiar to you comes from you, I won! I did it there! They're all dead. I brought proof. I'm very low on blood. Please let me inside. You start pounding on the door. You promised! You grab a human head that you've been holding at your side. You toss it at the door as it thuds, lands in the dirt, or the sand. A small section of the door slides open, revealing a tiefling face. From one dust devil to another, I am sorry. She wasn't impressed. She said you have more to learn. Maybe next time you have 15 minutes to return to the base and I'm sorry. And slams it shut. As you collapse to the ground, wailing and sobbing. You look back at the wasteland behind you. Thousands of filthy tieflings, humans, half-elves, scrambling over each other like ants, climbing a tree. Blood. So much blood. The taste of salt and iron. Sudden, heavy gust of wind. As the sand assaults your eyes and your senses, you look up and see an airship gently gliding above you. And in this sickening shift of... I just completely forgot the word that I was going to say. Wow. Point of view. Your perception. This kind of lurching sensation about your stomach. You suddenly are looking over the edge of an airship. Smiling, enjoying the wind on your face. You look down at your tiny little lion, clutched in your hands, your stuffed lion. And you can see down below you, not quite in the basin, a bit further up the steps, a battered, bloody tiefling man lays, straining to cling to life against a metal door. Disgust and hatred cover his face as he looks at you and spits blood into the sand. You feel confused, sad, definitely too young to really know what to make of this. You feel a familiar presence behind you. It's your mother. And as you turn to express your confusion and ask whatever question you have to, suddenly everything goes dark once more. And I need you to send me my next victim.
All right. Hello.
Hello. Let's charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma saving throw. Oh boy. Oh yes. My dump stat.
Uh-huh.
15.
15. Okay, that's not bad actually.
-1.
If I could write numbers, Jesus Christ. Okay. As you stand there in this courtyard, feeling like burning your bow and giving up forever, suddenly your body goes numb and everything fades to black. When your senses return, you find yourself standing on a high balcony of the compendium. The sun shines warmly across your face. The scent of the ocean is strong yet pleasant. A familiar voice that you can't quite place speaks suddenly from behind you. And you know it's familiar, but it's almost like you're not actually hearing it and can't place it. Start of a new era. How does it feel to be the first? You feel a hand on your shoulder. This is gonna protect a lot of people. You're a great man, and we're lucky to have you back, even if it's only for a brief time. Tomorrow, you leave as a new warrior. And tonight, we celebrate. And as you try to turn and look, this sort of fuzzy sensation comes about you and your senses blur. And this time, as if you're looking down from above, almost like a drone, whatever that is, you see a petite girl running barefoot, sprinting through the thick growth of what you recognize immediately to be the Feywild. She suddenly ducks down behind a large plant, becoming absolutely still and silent. A few seconds pass. Heavy, heavy footfalls are heard, following in her path. You kind of focus in on her. She slowly brushes her chin-length brown hair out of her eyes. Waits. Her spring green eyes shining brightly with keen attention. She focuses. She mutters something to herself. The footsteps stop. There's a sudden flash of movement. She yells, stumbles backward. You see she's fumbling around behind her, and this is in fact your sister. You 100% recognize this as she grabs from her side her large hat, shoves it on her head as the weird, obtuse stingray-like flaps begin heavily, flapping and lifting her from the ground. There's another flash of movement toward her. She screams again. Darkness. You don't feel scared for her, necessarily. It doesn't feel like what you just saw was part of something that ends poorly. But that's about all that you can make. And I need you to send me my final victim as everything fades to darkness once more.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh no.
Charisma saving throw.
Oh. That's decent. That's a 21.
Okay. Suddenly your body goes numb and everything around you fades to black. As your senses return, you stand, coughing, smoke and ash fill the air. You look around at the town in ruins, the bodies all around you. You ache. You gasp for air. You clutch at your abdomen as it leaks blood. Your left eye is so badly beaten you can hardly see from it anymore. And as unconsciousness threatens to take you, it's punctuated by screaming. From your right side, you whip around and see a blonde, elven man shouting in miserable pain, eyes wide, hands reaching out toward you. It appears a wagon has been flipped on top of him, both trapping him underneath it and impaling him into the ground. As you look, instinct pulls your vision to the left. This swirling, kind of vague, ethereal form shimmers about 50 feet from you. Dark tendrils begin to scurry across the ground toward you as the light fades from the world around you. You feel a scorching heat on your chest, your amulet glowing orange, threatening to sear you. The shadowed figure takes off swiftly toward you. The elf shouts your name desperately. What do?
Try to help him. Try to help him up.
You turn. You start to sprint over toward the elf. You take about 5 steps when you realize the cloak flapping at the side of you is black. Your vision fades, everything becomes numb. I would like for you to assemble everyone. Alright, welcome back.
Hi.
As all of you experience what you experience simultaneously in an instant, you find yourselves kind of blinking, a bit fuzzy in the head. Back to reality, you see she sits with a smile. What a curious group. My brother has been trying quite a lot of late to reawaken a certain scourge from the depths, and her eyes meet yours, Volkar, with an intensity. One with a few too many legs for my liking, one that might harbor the slightest grudge against your gods for sealing her away from her home. One that would seek to cause you some disruptions to the prime material plane. You don't want that to happen because you would all be given this choice. Die or die later. I don't want that to happen because I'm quite satisfied with how things are currently, and, well, I have no reason to cause any harm to the prime material plane or your way of life. In fact, disruptions here cause disruptions everywhere, which cause disruptions to me. I quite dislike the thought of that. Also, my brother's an asshole, and anything I can do to assist him in his failings will bring me great pleasure. My brother...
Name, demon.
You can call me the Siren. That's what most do. My brother, as you have seen, kind of motions her head toward where the portal was. Well, asshole as he may be, he's quite a handsome, gentle devil, if you will. He's got a way of persuading people to give themselves to his cause despite gaining nothing from it. It's actually quite impressive, but... he needs eyes and hands on the prime material to help him navigate the happenings here, and this, I can only imagine, is with the intention of furthering his creepy little spider fetish, chaotic monarch of the prime material plane wet dream. I've been getting in his way in the background, on my end. He's quite dull, hasn't realized it.
Insight check.
However, sure, go ahead. However, being brought here makes me think that some interference on this plane. Go ahead.
8 plus... Oh, actually plus 5, so that's 13.
You got no idea what to make of this situation. It's a weird one. However, being brought here makes me think that some interference on this plane could be quite effective. If nothing else, it'll serve as a distraction, so I may continue to pull the strings behind the scenes. Simply put, my asshole brother has crafted a string of followers. Whether or not they are aware, they are helping him bring forth the Spider Queen to raise the prime material plane. It was quite bad for both of us. And I suggest we come to an agreement. Now, what do I want from you? I don't actually want anything directly from you. Essentially, I'm feeling overjoyed at this opportunity to derail his plans some more, so I'll provide some information on where, when, and how you can start turning over some of the puzzle pieces you need. And if you choose to do anything with it, wonderful. Maybe we can help each other in the future. If you choose not to, well, I'll know and you'll be left to your own devices. As I said, I really don't care on a personal level what happens here, but here I am. Got that stupid oaf out of the way for now, and if you want to help me help you, that's your decision. I'll say what I need to say, then you can ask your questions, make your decision whenever you want to. I think you'll find the situation quite agreeable, and if not, so be it. So my brother's helpers, as he calls them, well, I suppose you could more aptly call them a cult. they have something which could be better utilized elsewhere. They reside in the pits, as you call them, in a cave near the smallest and most central of the waterfalls along the western cliffs. And they have an orb. Not quite like these ones here. What I offer is this. Take this, and she moves her hand in kind of a arcane fancy way, as arcade users are wont to do, and suddenly there is this purple, just like empty sack in her hand. And she just kind of flings it about 10 feet forward onto the ground. Use this, take the orb from them, utilize a specific ritual. I know that word is probably going to put a sour taste in your mouth for now, but it is what it's called. Anyway, use this ritual, set it up in one Lord Numa's estate in Fletcher's Eye. And you'll benefit from the inevitable findings. You will find Lord Numa, well, he's quite in league with my brother. I suspect your city might like to know what he's up to. Now for the ritual. She kind of produces actually a small stone tablet that has these inscriptions in it. She sets it on the ground near her. Here's the symbols you would need for it. Must be made out of mixture of 40% blood, any type, 30% sap of the ashen oak tree, 30% white wine. Now, it will take about a day or so for the ritual to finish setting up the orb itself, so I can keep an eye on him and what he's doing there. So, if you intend to do this, keep him out of the house for a while, I guess. It's up to you. Now, whoever holds the bag will know where the orb is, so if you get to the cult and they have a habit of setting up orbs and things around there, you'll know which one it is, and I implore you, do not touch it without this bag. Bad news? Bad news. This task, if that's what you'll call it, it's not completed by the 8th of Undalar. It's a month. It's about, top of my head, 5.5 weeks away from where you are, maybe 6. If you do not, then the sack will return to me and I will consider our dealings finished. Choice is yours. You help me help you, or we go our separate ways and forget this happened. Either way, I absolutely hate being on this plane. So if you have questions, make them quick, please. And then I'll return.
What are you offering?
Information.
About?
About my very own brother who's trying to return the Spider Queen and murder you. Can't give away all of the little bits. It's no fun in that, but if you want to help yourselves, here's how. Take this orb, set it up there. You will absolutely find things you are very, very glad you found now and not when they've reached their full potential. Dwarf as he is, he's quite dangerous.
Being in the city for as long, has Volkar heard the name Lord Numa?
Give me, well, let's see. Because you go between Fletcher's Eye a lot. Derek and Volkar, yeah, you would both know of him. He is a pretty prominent landowner in Fletcher's Eye who essentially, like, owns just most of the farmland and just kind of rents it out and takes his taxes. And he's kind of a stuffy old racist dick, but he seems to be mostly harmless beyond just being an ass.
And I knew he was an asshole, but this?
It's always the dickish ones.
I know, that's kind of a stereotype. Like, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
No, I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
But why help us?
I've already told you.
She doesn't like
The
her
Spider Queen
brother.
comes back and starts, well, messing everything up here. She messes everything up for me. As I said, I'm fine with the status quo as it is, and to be honest, your gods are a bit more agreeable than theirs. Regardless of their opinions of my kind.
What were those things that you showed us?
She kind of looks over to you, Kalis, and as she makes eye contact with you, you feel not like the sensation you felt when Melora arrived previously, but this similar sort of alluring pull toward her. Just for a moment, she goes, well, I suppose. Stay alive and you'll find out. If you want more, well, if our relationship continues on, who knows?
I say we help her. I don't trust her, but I agree with her.
Bigger fish to fry.
I like this
We have
one.
5. We have 5 weeks to decide what we want to do.
Of course. And if you do nothing with it, then the bag will disappear and I'll take my knowledge elsewhere. Truly, I have... I mean, believe me, if I wanted to, she just points a finger out over one of the gnoll corpses and it just shrivels and just into this, like, blackened, like, shrunken head sort of thing. I could have. I don't want to. Any other questions?
I'm actually gonna pull Volkart in by the arm. We could stop whoever did this. To your stupid Fort Thunderhead. We can stop them now.
I know.
I know we don't trust this woman. I don't fucking frankly either, okay? She gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies.
Every instinct is telling me we should try and kill her right now, but I know that you're right.
Oh, but why, darling?
Because you're
You haven't been here in
desperate.
so long. I thought you'd wanted to come back.
I haven't. I haven't.
What have you said? What did you just say?
Oh well. Choice is yours.
I walk straight up to her.
Okay.
Like eye
She
to
doesn't
eye.
flinch at all.
We agree. But if you betray us, if there's one inkling that this is a trap, there will not be a pit deep enough for you to hide in from what's coming.
And she just leans just a little bit closer to you and smiles. And this is why I'm already quite confident in this agreement. She winks at you. And thus her form just kind of into smoke. And dissipates.
Volkar's gonna take his hammer and bash the front of the throne in just anger at what he just did. That he literally made a deal with the devil.
Okay. And it just echoes
I'm here for
thunderously
it.
around.
I'll just start barking around.
And then he sits on what's left of the throne and just puts his hand in his head, his head in his hands.
Milo, my friend, I believe that is not someone we should bark for.
Good to bad. Here's what it is.
And he's gonna go over to the knoll where she stuck her spear into, and she's just gonna stick it out and stab it again, and stick it out and stab it again, and then walk
Okay.
out of the room.
I want to take the cane of the
The scepter?
old yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a scepter. Oh, I thought it was a cane for the longest time.
Well, he's been kind of using it as one, but yeah, it is a scepter. It's kind of both. Yeah.
Take that
You walk
thing.
over.
Take
It's
those
taller than
heads.
you. But yeah, you go over, and it's interesting. It's a super, super dark void. You're not sure if it was originally or if it's just dark now. And it's got these ornate, kind of like swirling, looks like it's been carved at, not poorly, but not super finely. And it has like a sort of crooked handhold on the top of it. And there are just a variety of small bones and teeth that are kind of just like with like twine just tied onto it.
Y'all think I should keep this?
Oh, buck wild.
It's taller than you.
Hey guys, like my cane?
I don't know.
So, what's the
Theron.
plan now?
We should go back to Vasselheim, finish our patrol.
Theron, you
Are
want
we
to do me a
some-
favor?
What is it?
You want to grab all of the any trophies that we can get out of these knolls, especially the big fucker. I'm gonna go after Quilly. I'm gonna see if she's all right.
All right.
I also want to walk up to Quilly and be like, maybe someone should tell that one dude about what just happened.
I'm
Anyone?
not even
Any
even
thoughts?
sure if I wanted to
Opinions?
know.
That's why I brought it up.
I
There.
don't.
I want Volkar is trying to get Theron's attention. You come from a library. Does Volkar know that if you know a demon's true name, like you have power over them?
You've heard rumor. You're not really sure if it's got any base in truth or not, though.
So, I'm gonna go over to Theron and ask if your library has enough knowledge. Find any information about this siren and her brother. If we can find their names, we might be able to have a little bit of control.
Volkar, my people are so far away that any information we could find would take even months to reach it. It wouldn't help you. I'm sorry, but there's not many of us left, and I'm just a soldier, I'm not a scholar. I wouldn't know where to look.
Insight check.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a no.
He's
Nine.
a soldier.
That's a
He's not
nine.
sure where to look.
That's a 9. That's a 9. What did you do on deception? Or
I could roll it. Let's see here. 14.
Yeah.
like, damn it.
Listen. We can try and find some information about her in the future, but for right now, don't bank on the Cobalt Soul having all the answers. We haven't been back for very long.
Maybe Kalis and his dragon friends can. I'm trying something new here, not killing the enemy in front of me.
Well, that's a good idea. At least her brother seemed to be pretty strong. I don't think we could take either one of them.
For now.
Yeah, no.
Let's just wrap up here,
Yeah.
complete our mission, and then see if her information's actually any good.
Doesn't feel like a win.
Kalis. Lila, who's been pretty silent this whole time, walks up to you. She slowly reaches her hand out and just kind of slightly traces your scar. That's how it happened.
So what happened?
Scar. I saw it. I saw some weird stuff about all of us, but that's the only one that really made sense. I saw it happen. I think so.
This is not a time to fuck with me on this, please.
And she leans real close in, as he says that, says, I didn't recognize him either, but I can start looking. And she doesn't touch it, but points to your beaten up symbol of Bahamut around your neck. And there's this kind of like ferocious intensity in her eyes as she looks at you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Fuck this place. I'm sorry, Volkar. I didn't mean that, but fuck this place.
No,
right now.
fuck this place.
I gotta.
There's too much death here.
Makes her way back out toward the front door and just kind of plops down in the snow.
Are you okay, Quilly?
No, I'm not. I'm really not. I need to know more about what she saw. I couldn't. It doesn't make sense. I was me, but I wasn't me. Something else was talking out of my body, and then I saw myself on an airship, and I think I saw my mom. I don't know what any of this means, and the fact that we have to make a deal with this freak of a person, this doesn't feel good.
Nothing about this feels good. I'll be brutally honest. Everything about this screams how we are absolutely kicking ourselves in the foot by agreeing with this, but I don't see a way out of this. Not to mention, I think for the good of Vasselheim, maybe for all of Asilra, I don't know at this point. I don't know how large this could get. But we need to take down those cultists or whatever. I do not want that six-legged bitch back on this plane. She did enough damage.
Let's go look up this Numa fellow. I wonder what he did, what he's doing.
I'm gonna need to talk to your friend again, though, because I don't know what the fuck she's on about.
What'd she say to you?
She brought up a part of my past that I hold very close to myself, to my heart, and I did not expect that to come back and bite me in the ass the way it did. Something that I will not let go.
We just need to get out of here.
I fucking hate this place. Did you hear that, Volkar?
Yeah.
I fucking hate this place.
Feels about right.
Yeah.
Derek, a voice comes out of your pocket.
No.
Hey, Derek. Sorry it took a while. I'm not sure how everyone keeps getting the stone, but I'll try to be better with it. Zelana, she's got a strong slap. Oh, that's not what I... And it just kind of cuts off.
He did that one on purpose.
So I will go around cutting off Knoll ears.
Okay.
But the big bad one, you said he was wearing like a helmet, sort of like kind of like thing on his head.
another skull on top of its head, yeah, which kind of cracked in half. Okay.
I'm gonna take that as like a trophy.
Sure, go ahead. You can get Oh, okay. Well, natural 20 on that'll help. So who did not get pasted? You get 9 more ears. And if you wanted to, I don't know, spend some time, get some hides or anything. But,
Any of the weapons look like half decent?
the big axe, the big two-handed one that the real big one was holding, looks pretty damn good. Definitely less kind of scrappy and makeshift than a lot of null weapons you see. It's pretty big, but you would be strong enough to wield it, or it could perhaps sell for a decent bit.
I'll pick it up.
And one of them had two pretty wicked-looking daggers that you don't suspect they have anything necessarily like special about them, other than they just look kind of cool and sort of obsidian. But aside from that, it's all pretty basic stuff.
I want to take one of those.
Sure, go ahead. Stats aren't going to be different, but it's just a
Like
something
obsidian
cool.
dagger. Yeah, it just looks cooler, so why not?
Looking
the
around,
style.
is there anything like left of like the shrines or the armory, something that like a cordite would hide that only another could find?
That would take a bit of time to search around. I will say, as you've had time, you do see the door actually on the far side of the courtyard that seems to lead further into the mountain, at least one of the entrances. But it is solidly shut right now. And then in wandering around the other exposed parts of the forts, it seems that everything here was taken probably long ago. There is nothing of value left behind.
I'd like to take a small piece of that throne that I kind of smashed.
Okay.
And just put it in a pocket. Just a small piece to take with me.
Okay. It's actually got this interesting kind of dark blue and goldish. Probably at one point it's definitely faded and pretty beat up by now. Coloration to it, but you do take a good hunk of that and pocket it.
Did we take that pouch that she was giving us?
There is that, and the stone tablet with the instructions for the ritual, both on the ground by the throne.
Who wants to touch it? I'll fucking
I'll
have it.
Feel free.
What should we tell Merca? I'm not sure if he should know about this.
Is this one of those things that we should just keep a secret?
Just
Is
let
what
him know
I'm
that the
thinking
fort's
myself.
clear.
Yeah.
What's been cleared
Yeah.
out?
I trust
all he needs
very
to know for
few.
now.
I trust very few people with what we've just witnessed today.
Someone else write it. I'm not good at lying.
I'll get the fucking pen
Always.
and I'll just relay everything that basically what
Well, as
basically
you
what
are
happened in terms of like we cleared out the fort and shit.
okay, I was gonna say, as you are pointedly lying about this, I actually
Perception
kind of
check.
want to get the message from you. Or we can just have you do it as a check to see how good you
Okay,
are lying.
no,
just
I
need to
will.
know.
I will write it.
Okay.
So, I proceed to write that we come across this Fort Thunderhead. We make our way across the bridge. We enter the main courtyard where we see. I'm not going to mention the ritual. I'm going to basically tell about how there was a big fucking knoll, a smaller, more kind of elderly knoll, kind of sickly, spellcaster, and a couple others. We killed the big knoll, and we killed the rest. Basically, we just wiped them out, and then we are now proceeding back.
Okay. Sorry, just taking the spark notes on that. Okay. And the response that comes back pretty quickly is, I have some questions. Please return to the city as quickly and safely as you can.
What's
Thank
the closest teleportation
you.
area?
That you know of that goes back would be Sinclair.
Sinclair?
Yep,
That's so far.
that's so
It's only-
far.
It's like, what, a week?
It's a week.
A week's travel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For our ritual, it said we needed ash from an ash tree. Sap from an ash tree.
Sap.
Sap
from an ashen oak.
From an ashen oak.
Yep, 40% blood, 30% sap of ashen oak, 30% white wine.
Fuck. Well, the big fuck is already here, so, and I'm gonna, in place of my water skin, I'm gonna dump out the water and I'm just gonna drain some blood from it.
Okay. Cool. Easy enough to do. there's
It's a long time from now, bro.
5 days from now, you guys get another fight.
And, like...
At the end, Kalis just drinks blood by accident.
It's actually quite healthy, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, no blood. It's great for the skin.
I hope someone doesn't mind if I share the water
face.
skin for the journey. So.
And Lila kind of just
Fine.
holds hers up, just shakes it at you.
Yeah. Thanks.
And so I will ask you, what would you like to do? It is like, probably like 5 p.m., maybe a little bit after at this point. And you have been traveling all day and just experienced what you experienced. So,
I'd rather.
what do you want to do for the rest
first.
of the night? Do you want to travel your 2-ish
As much
hours?
as I would like to say we should get out, we're in the middle of a blizzard.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, we can make.
And it's gonna be nightfall by the time we get through everything.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's probably best that we just get out of here first, and then make as far away from this place as we can, and then set up camp.
Kalis, if the fort's truly clear, this is the safest place.
I don't fucking like the feeling of this place.
Oh.
Right, well.
Thanks.
If
No
we do that,
offense.
we're gonna have to go over the bridge again, and I don't have enough to help anybody.
I can fly somebody across, so can the other.
I am
Big
getting
man.
low on my spells, and I think one night here while the storm clears would probably be for the best.
Fine, I guess.
I'll leave it to a group decision. And the group decision is looking like staying here.
We just stay here for the night and then cook some knoll bacon.
I don't know about that, but staying here does sound fine.
Okay, I guess I'll make a fire. I'm just gonna look for some pieces of drift, like just ruined wood or whatever, just at least if it's dry or not, and then try to build a fire.
It'd be an empty building around here somewhere. We don't have to stay out here in the courtyard.
I agree.
Yeah,
This is a fort, right?
There
This
are
is a
rooms inside
big
and other
fort.
places. Yeah.
Can
Now,
find
as
some
far
furniture
as-
and use.
I'm still gonna
Yeah.
make the. I'm still gonna try to make a bonfire in the courtyard.
Oh yeah, it'll still be cold as hell.
That's okay.
Yeah, regardless. But the fire will be necessary for sure. So I'm not gonna go through the painstakingness of searching through the place because there's really not much that you can access short of just blowing up more shit right now. And so you find a decent enough place to post up for the evening. Kayla starts a fire. And are there any conversations people wish to have throughout the evening before I have a final one-on-one conversation
I'm gonna walk up to
with-
Volkar.
with someone? Okay.
Listen, I don't know if she will have the answers you're looking for, but there is a person I know in the city that could communicate with the rest of the Cobalt Soul to try and find the name of this woman that just approached us. It's a long shot. Can't promise you she'll have the answer. I can't even promise you when she'd
Any
give you
info-
the answer.
Any information would help.
Okay. We'll stop by and see her when we get back to the city.
Thank you.
Get some rest.
Okay. Anything else?
Volkar is meditating. Like, he's lit his incense. He's praying. He's like, I failed you. You warned me, and I feel as though I fail you. Is this the right path to make this deal? He's waiting for a sign of some kind.
You get a very clear confirmation. Assuming you are auguring, which, yeah.
It's not what he wanted to hear, but he knows it's the right decision.
Yep, very clear this time. Okay, anyone else?
I think Quilly has a hard time sleeping, and so she's just gonna stay up reading the ritual instruction manual.
Okay. Cool.
I'll probably be up on the watchtower creating my own fire and staying up there and just looking out for anything that might be coming across the bridge.
So perfect. Everyone else except Theron, go hide in secrets, turn off your cams.
You son of a gun.
Dang.
Wait, I have one more thing. I have like 5 or so minutes before I have to leave, so is there like...
Yep, I'm wrapping it up. Yep.
Okay, cool.
So. Theron. You head back up to the watchtower, find some space, and maybe some time to reflect on what any of that could possibly mean. And as eventually sleep takes its hold over you, the crackling of the fire nearby, the wind and the snow kind of calming down a little bit, becoming sort of peaceful outside. You find yourself once again standing on that same balcony. You take a deep breath, let everything relax. Feel the hand on your shoulder. And as you turn, you see a tall, long-armed, gray-skinned, nude female form with purple hair cascading down over the shoulders and chest. Pale, irisless eyes. She smiles warmly at you. Hand comes off your shoulder up to your chin, brings you in. One long, slow kiss on the lips. And every fiber of your being is just butterflies. Warmth. And as you open your eyes, she's gone. And you sleep better than you probably ever have since the war. And as you awake in the morning, you feel like some kind of weight has been lifted. You can't place what it is, but there's like this burden that you've been carrying around with you is just kind of lighter. And at least as far as the spectrum of Theron's emotional display goes, sort of chipper in the morning. And I'm gonna resummon everyone. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, I need you to rejoin us.
Okay.
Secret chat's the best thing about Discord. It's so good. And with that, you all get your night of rest and awaken. And I will say, Theron, do you have any words of wisdom or a nice little 1 or 2 liner you'd like to drop on us as we end this episode?
I miss this plane so much. It's good to be back. That is all he says.
And that is where we'll pick up as you all awaken in the morning, rested.
Yay!
Yeah.
And
Goodness.
Yeah.
can't see it behind my mic, but I'm scheming. So
He's scheming. Oh.
Oh, we can tell.
Gaming.
thank you everyone for watching and or listening.
Holy
And we will see you next week.